I've been hurt, babe. That ain't no lie. See them all come and go. Oh, remember you told me that it made you believe in no man, no cry. Maybe that's why every little thing I do never seems enough for you. You don't wanna lose it again, but I'm not like them. Even when you finally get to love somebody, guess what? It's gonna be me. You got no choice, babe, but to move on. And you know there ain't no time to waste. So just too blind, you see. But in the end, you know it's gonna be me. You can't deny. So just tell me why. Everything I do never seems enough for you. You don't wanna lose it again, but I'm not like them. Even when you finally get to love somebody, guess what? It's gonna be me. Ooh, yeah. There comes a day when I'll be the one you see. It's gonna be me. All that I do is not enough for you. I don't wanna lose it, but I'm not like that. When finally you get to love, every little thing I do never seems enough for you. You don't wanna lose it again. I'm not like that. Baby, when you finally get to love somebody, guess what? It's gonna be every little thing I do. Never seems enough for you. You don't wanna lose it. I'm not like that. Baby, when you finally get to love somebody, guess what? It's gonna be me. Visions around you, and tears your eyes, and all that surround you, your secrets and lies. I'll be your strength, I'll give you hope, keeping your faith. Let's go, the one you should call, was standing there all alone. And I will take you in my arms and hold you right where you belong, till the day when life is through. Yes, I promise you. Yes, I promise you. I've loved you forever, in lifetimes before, and I promise you never will you hurt anymore. give my word. I give my heart. This is a battle we've won. And with this vow, whatever has now begun. Just hold your eyes, just know that this feeling won't go away. Till the day my life is through, this I promise you. This I promise you. Over and over I fall when I hear you call. Without you in my life, baby, I just wouldn't be living at all. And I will take you in my arms, you right where you belong. Till the day my life is through, this I promise you, baby. This loving day, this feeling won't go away. No, every word I say is true. This I promise you. Every word I say is true. This I promise you. Oh, I promise you. You're all I ever wanted. You're all I ever needed. Yeah. So tell me what to do now. 'Cause I want you back. It's hard to say I'm sorry. It's hard to make the things I didn't know. A lesson I've learned to wear for sure. So don't hang up the phone now. I'm trying to figure out just what to do. I'm going crazy without you. You're all I ever wanted. You're all I ever needed. So tell me what to do now when I want you back. Baby, I remember the way you used to look at me and say, promises never last forever. Something not to worry. Said everything would be alright. I didn't know then that you were You're all I ever wanted, baby. You're all I ever needed. So tell me what to do now when I want you back. want you back. Oh, yeah. You're the one I want. You're the one I need. Girl, what can I do? Girl, you're the one I want. You're the one I need. Tell me what can I do? You're all I ever wanted. You're all I ever needed. So tell me what to do now when I want you back. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed. So tell me what to do now when I want you back.
Hello, everybody. Hello, TGIF. Welcome to Loudmouth Huzzy. I am your host. Mouthy, thank you so much for the 2 super chats. I really appreciate it. I don't know what happened, guys. I started getting emotional there. I started to get emotional during the segment. During the second song. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Here I am telling other people not to cry. I don't know what happened. I got up this morning. I'm fine, and I go in YouTube, AJ's live, and she has Greg on, and I'm just saying to myself, like, what the fuck are you doing? What are you fucking doing? I don't understand. I don't understand. Then I said to myself, by the way, I'm going to link so Carrie can come up. And I'm sorry I'm not saying hello to each and every one of you, but thank you all for being here. Um, um, I was thinking about AJ's persona image online, and I'm talking about how she's been, You know what? Let me say hello to you guys all separately until AJ comes. I mean, until Carrie comes on panel. Peace Frog, you're the first one in there. Hello, Boo. Good to see you. David's in here. We got Extra Ice. We got Keldosh. We got Crafted Healing. Did I say Peace Frog? Hi, Peace Frog. Crafted. I said that. Afro, Brittany, Vienna Sausage, Charlene. We got Robin, Soda, Principal Todd. Hey, honey. That picture you made, Principal Todd, is amazing. Jen was here. Hello. Code name. We got Mouthy. Hey, hon. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Hanging in there?
Yeah. Mouthy,
Hugs. I wish I could give you a big hug.
thank you.
But don't feel bad. Like you're just human. Like you're gonna have emotions. Like and it's like nothing to be, ashamed of at all. I mean, it hurts. Like when
It does. I mean, to
because
some
you
people, like,
care.
yeah.
And I think I hope that she's gonna be able to see that, but I guess, only time will tell about that. But yeah, I was surprised to see that that he was on there too. I was like, okay.
Yep. Keldosh,
So,
hello. Good to see you. Jen was here. I said hello to Jen. Um, now I'm sorry if I missed anyone. Granny Whisper, hey, honey. Good to see you. I said hello to Charlene, Joyfully Baby Girl. I know Michael is in here. I don't think I missed him. I know Jeffrey's in here. AP Cakes, hello. Um, hey, Jeffrey, boo. Jeffrey, you got me eating pecan pie at fucking. He sent me pecan pie yesterday, and he in my fat
oh,
pecan pie 330. That is the most decadent pecan pie, Jeffrey, I've ever had on me. Thank you, sweetheart. Um, Keldosh, I said hello to Keldosh, Stella, and it's delicious, by the way. We'll talk more about it later. Moth Society, hello. Alex. Um, uh, Carry the board house. Well, okay. Crafted Healing. There's Michael. Hey, you. Okay, we can unpin that. Code. I said that. I'm like repeating. Melissa's in here. Okay, you guys. I'm sorry if I missed you, Jennifer. Okay, Janice. Okay, so hello to everybody. Hello, hello. So I don't know you two. Raven Lilith, thank you for being a member for 1 month. Hi. You
hey
two are
Raven.
genuine and strong. I send love to you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you
Aw,
guys see that. I love Lisa. I'm glad you guys see that because not everybody here is a troll or fake.
right?
Yeah, when not everybody's
Exactly.
tears are fake. So I
No.
got up this morning and I looked, on YouTube and I see the Greg on, and I'm saying to myself, you know what? I never her image, her persona on YouTube, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak, AJ. I'm just gonna speak, and if you don't like it, we can speak, together. But your persona has always been nasty to me, disrespectful to me online. You have always, because I didn't really think about it until people keep saying, "Do you forget who AJ is online? Are you guys not remembering what she's all about?" And I started to think, me and AJ never got along online because she has always, this is the best AJ online, believe it or not. She has been the one of the messiest people, and she has been in bed with Tragic, DC, Alex Glitter, all those people. Okay, Keldosh, thank you so much for the super sticker, sweetheart. She has been in bed with all those people, okay, attacking me for years.
Really?
I didn't know who she was. I didn't know who she was until I went into Tragic's comment section all the time, or Tragic's panel learning AJ attacking me and stuff like that. AJ has
Really?
yes, yes.
See, I didn't
A,
know all that.
listen, Pew Pew Tasha, when she says AJ, you're a messy bee,
She
she's
ain't lying.
100% right. She's 100% right. Fluffless, thank you for gifting the membership. I really appreciate you. Whoever got a membership, say thank you. Otherwise, we're taking it back. She's always been extremely messy, and she was an extension of Negs's behavior. She was a big, big Negs's stan. Huge.
Yeah.
Okay? And she used to leave comments in a Tragic stream talking really, really bad about me all the time. And like, she would be one of the people that would get under my skin.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't get under my skin, but she would be the one that I would leave a comment to. Right? So
Right.
what had happened was with her, she didn't voluntarily leave Tragic's community. She didn't voluntarily leave Nex's community.
Oh,
No,
real.
not. No. She got kicked out. She got kicked the F out. Okay? She had nowhere to go. Okay? So she Joyfully Baby Girl, thank you for gifting a membership. Whoever got the membership, say thank you to Joyfully Baby Girl. Otherwise, we're taking it back. Now, she had nowhere to go. And this was, I would say, a good 2.5 years ago. So at that time, I was more forgiving, not forgetful. What am I saying? I'm forgetful now, but I was forgiving then. Okay. So,
Right.
Brittany, thank you for the super chat. Both of you two are inspiring to me. Love you both. Thank you so much.
Oh, Brittany,
Love you
thank
too.
you.
So she got kicked out, and she said a lot of nasty things to me. She did a lot. Said it to people in the chat too. I don't know, but she went after Russ really badly. Okay, she
Yeah.
apologized to Russ. Then she came to me, and where she had nowhere to go, and she apologized. Now, to me, an apology is a good thing, but the timing of an apology is very important as well. When you apologize to someone because you got kicked out of a community, you can't go back in there. That's other than if you voluntarily leave the community and realize that you need to change. I feel that she's still the same online AJ that she always has been. She has not changed. She did not change who she is. She came to me, she apologized because she had nowhere to go. I feel if Negs wanted her back in the community, she would go.
Yeah.
She would go. So I accepted her apology, but AJ, you are extremely messy, and that's all I have to say. I accepted your apology. Then it doesn't change who you are. You're online. You're a mess. You're a mess. And then we got along offline because I feel like we did not like the same people. So I didn't like Tragic. At that point, she got kicked out. She didn't like Tragic. So
Right.
we bonded because of that. She would
Right.
say her story, I would say my story, and we felt for each other. And it was enemy of an enemy is my friend, right?
Right.
So that was all fun and dandy. But now she's online and she's listening to Tragic over and over again and laughing so hard. And she's like having all the things that Tragic has done and said about you. The last thing that should make you laugh is his voice.
Well, and bringing him on at all was wild to me. Like these are the people that supposedly like ruined the last 2 years of her life, right?
Correct.
So why would you, after going through something like that for that long, why would you ever want to let that back in to where you could put yourself at risk again? That just doesn't make any sense to me.
There's so many things that don't make sense.
Yeah, there
So,
is. There definitely is. But
I,
I think that I think she's got people in her ear, unfortunately. And I think that she's gotten caught up in a lot of all that's been. People are there. I think there are people who are hyping her up right now, and they're acting like they're her best friend. They're acting like they care, and they're like, "Oh yeah, you show them, you stand up for yourself," and it's causing all of these problems with the people that actually care about her. And then they're going to get it to the point where the people who actually care aren't around anymore, and then they're just going to rip her to shreds.
yeah, they are. Imagine sitting up there and laughing with the person that threatened to dox you.
Yeah. That's wild to me. I mean, he straight up said, like, threatened her, like, this is war, you know, Greg Army's coming to get you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying this guy is, like, dangerous, but why would you want to involve yourself with people that things like that, but did it to you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't. It's just like this crap that Hecate does with the being so proud of doxing and threatening people, and it's like I have a hard time understanding how people support that.
Buddha Buck, thank you so much for the super chat. Finally, Huzzy, if I was trying to warn you both, this has been torture to watch her play dumb with you. She knows what she's doing. Love you to you
I
both.
think she
Love
does
you too.
too.
She does know what she's doing. She 100% knows what she's doing.
Yep.
When she says, I don't know how to navigate, you're full of it.
Yep. And like with that video clip last night or whatever, I watched that stream back and stuff, and you straight up told her, like, because her the thing she keeps trying to say is, oh well, you got to tell me, I didn't know anything. You when I played it back, you literally said, please don't play this. You told her, and she did it, listen, and
Listen,
did it anyway.
I told her not to play it. It was. She's like, well, I defended you. I defended you.
No.
It's not about defending her. It's about putting it out there again.
Right. It's about that you're supposed to be my friend. Why would you want to do, a fool of me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and she knows about it. She can't play dumb like she didn't know what was going on because we had talked to her about it. Like, so she was aware that it happened. She was aware that I had apologized and all of that. Why? What was the need to show it?
Because to make a fool out of you.
Right.
She does it to
And then
start.
act like she's my friend. Like,
Right.
no, you
She
wouldn't have done that. If you were my friend, you wouldn't have wanted to do something that you know damn. And the way that I know that it was fucked up to do it was because it took her about 30 minutes to finally press play and go through with it. She was hesitating a lot because I think she knew it was a messed up thing to be doing.
Mhm.
I mean, the fact is, I explained it, I admitted it, I apologized for it. What do we need to keep seeing it for other than to, like you say, make a fool out of me? Because
She
at
likes
this
to
point,
do that.
everybody knew what happened, and it wasn't like it was a debate. I wasn't arguing whether or not it happened. So why did we need to see it other than to, appease Jessica Messica because that's who wanted to play it?
Mhm.
And in my opinion, that's a big part of what's going on is I think she's trying to impress people like that with this shit. And it's gonna end up biting her as a crap.
And let me tell you something, AJ. If you don't give a damn about words like that, why did you play it?
Yep. And if you don't get, but also too, she tried to later in this stream, she says, she's like, it's just words and people are too sensitive and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, but you literally had a meltdown over Fresh Garbage calling you mommy.
Oh, I had so much to say with that comment too. You literally cry when people go on your what was it, Reddit?
Yeah. Or no,
Tumblr.
Tumblr.
You cry about the Tumblr. You cry when people say your husband's not living in the house. You cry when people say you're not Mongolian. You cry when people say literally everything. And you're over here trying to act like you're thick skinned.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of it and I fell asleep, but I need to like write things down when I'm watching. I had to cry about every little. I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it. Stop.
Oh yeah.
Stop it. You love this attention. You love attention,
She
negative, whatever it is.
yep, she was eating it up.
She cries about every little thing. But anyway, um, she's always been messy online. She's always hung out with, um, tragic and eggs. And the fact that she got kicked out is bad. Is bad. So she hasn't changed her ways at all. So we bonded because we disliked the same people, but now she's back on and she's maybe not bonding with those same exact people, but the same quality of people.
Oh yeah.
It's the same quality of people. This is who she is.
It's what
Okay?
she wants to surround herself with, that's for sure.
Exactly. Thank you, Melissa, thank you for the super chat, hon. She cares about what happens to her. Right. It's always about her, not about other people and what they experience. And when we watch her video, I'll remember the things that I was thinking about yesterday. I have so much to say. She's just, I don't know. I don't believe she's as clueless as she pretends to be.
Are we gonna watch it? Or are you waiting and you're gonna watch it later, or what would
No,
you?
we can watch it, hon.
Oh,
You want
okay, cool. Yeah.
both yours and uh, I want to watch yours until she snipes you. And then I want to watch her listening to you and reacting to you to hear what she has to say and you have to say.
Got you.
Does
Got
that
you.
make sense?
Yes, I think I know. You want me to do it and pull it up and everything?
Please, hon.
Okay. Let's see. And then too, we might want to touch a little bit on Hecate because I'm telling you, those DMs that came out, woo.
I can stream until my house 7 o'clock. So 12, 1, 2. We got 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, you're good. We're good. And I
Okay.
mean, whatever we don't have to get to everything. You know what I mean? Like that's not.
And
that
I
big of
got
a
to do
deal.
a cooking video too, honey.
Oh, that's right. So you got a
Yep.
busy day.
Yeah.
Oh, and real quick, let me put this up here so we can show everybody this. What G Finger did really quick because I think this is so freaking
It
cute.
really is. I mean, look
Look
at
at what G Finger made for us, you guys.
the
It's me
Real
and
Housewives
Husky.
of YouTube. It is so cool.
Yes.
We are
And
the.
look how good, like, it looks so good.
It really
So cute. Love that. We have some talented people.
isn't that cute, Jeffrey?
Such
We
a
really
sweet thing
do.
to do.
That he's talented, and Principal Todd does really good work like that too. Just
Oh,
like that.
yeah?
Yeah, he's
I'll
really
have to check.
good.
That's
Mm.
awesome. Okay, so now let's pull it. You wanted to see mine first.
And then I don't know exactly at what timestamp.
Right. Let me see. Let me go to hers really quick just to see when,
Okay.
at what point she starts sniping me.
And I
Oh,
want to tell you
is
this.
she still live? She's still live.
You want to click and see what she's saying?
Let's see.
Hey, Russ.
It looks like everybody's saying bye, but
She probably fell asleep. Um.
okay, let me go back then
Okay.
to.
What was I gonna say? Damn it.
Oh,
Care a lot about like
Oh, this is what I wanted to say. She keeps on saying, "Ooh, I have so much to say, but I'm gonna wait. Oh, I'm gonna not say this, but I can
oh
say."
yeah, that was
What are you
driving
gonna
me
say?
crazy too.
Halo, AJ, say it. Say it. I'm not saying it. Say what you have to say. You're entitled to your feelings. Don't hold it back. I want to know what you have to say. What do you have to say? Don't wait until I say it and say like, "Oh, well, you started this and I'm going to do." Don't blame nothing on me. Don't do the timing. I'm very careful with my words and this that yeah. Just spit it out. This is what you do. I want to say this. I'm going to say this. I didn't say this. I couldn't say this. And you speak in the way you do. Spit it out.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out when she started sniping.
Thank you, Robin, for the super chat. Respectfully, I would love to see you and Carrie stay away from Girl World and never listen to anything they have to say after today. It's talking, it's taking a toll on both of you. Love you, Carrie. Thank you,
Love you
sweetheart. We love
too.
you. It
It
does.
is taking a toll. It does. It definitely
It
does.
really does. When I say that I care for her, I do. I do. A lot of people on the internet are phony as fuck. I'm not phony as fuck. Carrie's not phony. We do care for her. And she thinks it's like she's like, oh, don't look at the internet, it's just mean words. Oh, but the words, those mean words bother you too. Those mean words bother you. What are you talking about?
Oh, and Keldoge is in the chat. What if you can remind me, Keldoge, what
And
was it that Hecate said about the LGBTQ and me? Cause she said made this weird comment, y'all. And we're still trying to figure out what she meant by that. But I can't remember exactly what it was. Do
listen
you
to my
remember,
show.
Kel?
I'm a boomer in a super young looking body. Oh my stop.
Boy, you about to get blocked. I'm gonna take that wrench. You're getting a little too big for your
That's what
britches.
David says too.
So I'm trying to figure because she has this thing on the screen. It's really hard to see what part she started sniping at. So, do you want? I'll just go and do some, and then we'll come over here
Yeah,
after. Okay, we'll
yeah.
do it like that. And while we're here too, I see where are they? Crafted Healing is in the chat. Look at this, y'all. One more art thing that somebody did
Mhm.
is this. Crafted Healing made that for me, and it says bored housewife, and it's me on the computer. It says, I'll pull the receipts, bitch. And then it has Noah next to me,
Ah,
and he's thinking about puppy treats, which is so cute. So again, y'all are so talented. All right, so you wanted to watch mine
I wanted
from
to watch yours, and then we're gonna watch hers, listening to you, so we can get both yours and hers.
Got You.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think it
so
was at the. I think it was at the 30-minute, 35-minute when you were live.
okay, cool.
35-minute timestamp.
All right, let's do that. Right there. And we really don't need the chat. That's not that important for this unless people want it. That's neither here nor there. Okay, so
Tell
we'll
me
start
that was
here.
happening. And I also thought that
Hussey did tell you what was happening, AJ. So I don't know if you're just not listening or what, but he's literally been trying to tell you over and over and over again for weeks. Was this where I needed to start? Yeah,
We should
that's right.
start
It
yours-
is. So
we can start yours first from the very beginning.
well,
And
here, I talked for a minute and then we'll start right.
whatever you want, play the way you want to play it. I want to hear both.
Okay, got you.
Gift package from Jay for Dallas.
Wanted me bad, and you were so tired of it and so bored with me and can't stand me, and then once you get me gone from there, now you don't want to be there. Oh, talking about Jessica Messica. I don't, because y'all, that's a damn mess too. She literally, her and Hecate the other night threw a fit, were bitching for hours about me being on panel with AJ and how boring I was, get me off of there, all of this, right? Then last night, same kind of vibe. Jessica Messica's there, and what's the first thing she wants to do when she gets up on panel? Talk about how she doesn't like me, and somehow brings up, oh, Carrie's already got to win because she says the N-word and gets away with it, or whatever it was she said like that. And then AJ's like, oh well, I like, oh, I need to see that. Like, what? Like,
Goes, oh, I watched this clip several times. Play it. So she plays it. She finally plays it, and then when she's like, I must have watched this clip 5 times at least. Play it again.
It's just like, really, AJ? You didn't think that was gonna bother me at all? You didn't think that was, making a fool out of me, basically? I mean, like, I don't buy that you didn't know that was gonna, hurt me. I just don't believe that. I think that's why it took you so long to play it.
She doesn't care. She did it to Sparks when Sparks, and she's a mod. FG came up and did the same thing to Sparks, and she let it happen. She did the same thing with Hecate and GP when she called him a predator. She let it happen. She did it to you. She's done it to me. She does it to all of us. Well,
and it would be one thing if I had lied about it or something. Then I could see why it would be necessary to play it or whatever. But like, we know what happened. I admitted what happened, and I apologize. Why do we need to rehash it? The only reason that anybody would do that, like Jessica Messica, is because they want to embarrass me and shame me and make me look stupid. And maybe I deserve that. I don't know. But I wouldn't think I would get that from somebody that I consider to be a friend, is the point.
Jessica, if proving if you think you're why don't you play
Anja? No, Anja, why don't you tell, while you're here, before anybody blocks her, or if they might have already done it, but you were talking shit about Hussey. I saw it. I saw you saying, oh, all he cares about is money. You fucking bitch. And then you got the nerve to come over here and start trying to talk and act like, girl, you need to stop. You need to get the fuck out of here, and you need to go worry about your life and your kids, because you are out of your mind. Out of your mind.
If you think, things like this are funny, why don't you play the clip where Yato called me an Iraqi terrorist? Why don't you play the clip over and over again? Or when he called her a Mongolian bitch? Or why don't you play the clip of Gigi being a racist? Why don't you play the clip over and over again of Belinda being a racist?
Well, I find it hard.
Everybody's hyper focused on this shit. FYI, She fell asleep on panel. She fell asleep. Good night. Yeah, she
See,
did.
that's crazy too to me.
She was talking shit
Um,
about Huzzy yesterday. Yeah, I'm not. You know what? Go ahead, honey, Anja. Go ahead.
what did she say?
I don't know. David said that she was talking about me.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I
We
saw her
saw it.
doing it. Over well, because she's in Hikate's shit now. She's up her ass. And then had the nerve to go into Keldoja's stream this morning as we're calling out the fact that she threatened me and stuff in these emails, and I was just like, I don't believe she did that. Like, bitch, she admitted to it, just like you admitted to sending pictures of your kids to Cyrax.
Todd, what? Todd says off topic, but have you seen DC's new attorney? No. He had the cops called on him for sleeping in his neighbor's trash can.
What?
Bad.
He must have went to the same law school that Hikate did for her paralegal degree. Because
You're hilarious. I can't. Yeah, okay,
that's
Todd.
not
Do that.
good.
All right.
That is not good. Oh yes, photos. There's photos of it. Oh my god.
Todd, don't ever take it personal if I don't DM you right back. You know I have no issue with you. I'm just lazy like that.
I feel you. I'm lazy like
I
that
am.
too, by the way.
Yeah, don't take and no one take it personal.
Let's see. They kept saying last night that Carrie told Shani after he got out of jail they should said that ever. They're saying all kinds of stuff. Jessica Mescal also said that I struck Anja's channel down. I've never struck Anja once in my life. So I mean, clearly it's like lying is not a big deal to these people. And we know Hikate will lie because she said she would lie. And she don't care. Said she would lie about people to CPS if she wanted to get them in trouble. That's the make any damn sense.
Oh.
So high end. That is bougie
Yes. Is it niche? Because niche are the best. Yes.
as I was growing up. I've never had.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna skip a little bit more
Yeah,
because
go
she's
ahead.
just
Yeah.
talking
By
about
the way, I'm doing the
perfume.
unboxing of that fragrance during my pre-party show tonight.
Yay! That's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. Fragrance.
What's happening?
When Sama had a wrench.
Okay, hold on. Here we
knew
go.
that was happening. And I also thought, because I did exactly what Hussey wanted,
Mhm.
and they undid what I did. And I didn't know that that was happening to Hussey.
Mhm.
He had no idea.
Okay, so they undid what you
He
did.
didn't tell me
The
that
same
that was.
thing happens. The same thing happens in your chat. When I do what you say and I time someone out, Freddie undoes what I did.
Yep.
Period. I have a lot to say. Just
What's
so you know.
happening. And I
No, you're good.
also thought that managing mods
He didn't tell. Wait, let me go back because
Mhm. I had to tell her to give up, take my wrench away because I'm constantly getting beat up in that chat. I'm getting beat up.
well, I could say something
Say
about
it.
the chat in yours when Sama had a wrench,
Mhm.
what does that mean?
because I did exactly what Hussey wanted,
Mhm.
and they undid what I did. I know that
They undid what she did. What?
So I wanted. So Jan was in the chat,
Yeah.
and
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I had mixed
Stupid
feelings
cow.
on what to do: block her or leave her. So I let her keep talking and talking, and then I'm like, you know what? I can't take it anymore. Let's just time her out or block her. And then she did, and then Sama said no. Huzzy needs what she's saying for legal purposes. So that's what happened. AJ did. So
Okay.
that's what happened. And AJ, the same thing happens to me in your chat. And Sama and me are not speaking anymore.
Right. I think it's kind of shady that she brought her up at all.
Mm-hmm.
that was happening to Hussey. He had no idea. He didn't.
And AJ, I see that you haven't taken my wrench yet. Please take my wrench. And I'm not saying this to be mean in any kind of way, but I don't want one because I know that people are just is going to make people target me even more. And then when people are getting blocked in your chat, they're going to be trying to blame me and all that. No, I don't want no part of that. That's why I want you to take my wrench.
Did she?
And to be honest, I don't. Let's see. I might be able to.
Because yesterday she took mine when I asked her, but she still didn't take Carrie's at that point.
Let me see if I go to her channel. She just ended, but I might still be able to.
You guys, I wouldn't trade you in for no community. That's what I was when I was starting to get when I was emotional, and I was just thinking, what a difference between our community and hers. And I was like, I wouldn't trade you guys for nothing.
Right?
Yeah. Like we're
no way.
We're Jessica was like, oh, I love her content. She's so fun. I'm here to bees. I enjoy the music and blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to watch Carrie. I don't want to, listen to this show. It's me and Carrie left. She left. And she sniped her friend, which I didn't do, but she sniped her friend. And she had 200 and something people in there. And AJ was down to 14.
Yep.
She was down to 14 people. AJ, this is why people are hate watching you.
She still didn't take mine, by the way.
Okay.
I looked. So, again, AJ, I don't want a wrench. I want you to take it. But it's not really going to matter one way or the other because I'm not going to be in your chat. So, you're not going to know whether I'm
healing. It's MS Hussey. HUSSY 100@gmail.com. I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead. Say that again.
No, you're fine.
Say that again.
No, I was just saying that I don't want the wrench. Like I want her to take mine, but I said that it doesn't really matter one way or the other though in the grand scheme of things because I'm just not going to be in her chat. She's not going to see me in there typing or doing anything because I am done going in there and trying to interact with her or the chat or any of that at all over there. It's just not worth it.
Okay, Jessica, maybe not verbatim, but you said I like her content. Okay, it's so friend. Don't take every little word I say like accurate, but the gist of it is you sniped the shit out of her as soon as we left, and you don't give a fuck.
And why you said that you were so bored of me and all of that? Why then did you go and snipe me and then continue to watch me even more? I thought I was boring.
Good on AJ's panel, but she's good on mine. See, this is what it is, Jessica. I know you don't like her. But if you're so into the N-word and the racist stuff, why don't you? There are other people.
Because she doesn't care.
That don't apologize. That are happy with what they say. And that's racist.
Look, she says, because I hate you and love to watch you cry.
Okay, you know what? Then you can time her out. Time her out. You're not going to come over here and say that. Nope. Time her out. Somebody time her out. 24-hour timeout. No, Jessica, you're not going to do that.
It's okay.
No,
she's just proving who she is, and everybody knows anyway.
We've been you know what? And you're trying to say, oh, well, never mind. Just somebody time her out for 24 hours.
Just ignore her. Yeah, that's what she wants. Mm-hmm. You really don't need mods to have wrenches in your channel because you don't. So I'm not even sure why you bother giving people a wrench. But that's neither here nor there.
You know what, Jessica?
That was happening.
You are the prime example of a bully.
Oh yeah, and that's what she wants.
Because you claim they are a crybaby, and you come in here and you say cry more.
Yeah, which is rich coming from the woman who literally, when I tried to confront you on a panel about the fact that you're being a total hypocrite, saying that I shouldn't have been speculating on things with Cobes when you did the same exact thing. And you literally come up there, yell, and then jump off before anybody can actually respond to anything that you're saying. And when you're confronted about, well, why were you, popping off in the first place? And you said, I was emotional. So you're allowed to do things because people should, excuse it or whatever. It's a justified reason. But when someone else is emotional, you think that that's a flaw or something to shame them for. I don't understand. What's the difference? Getting emotional is getting emotional. You might not, it might not manifest in the same way, but it's still getting emotional. So just if you're going to call people crybaby, maybe don't use the excuse that you did something because you were just emotional. Just saying.
Yeah, that's a bully. Go ahead.
I also thought that
Hussey did tell you what was happening, AJ. So I don't know if you're just not listening or what, but he's literally been trying to tell you over and over and over again for weeks. And you keep on dismissing it. And then basically these other people come in and go, oh, well, Hussey's trying to control you. Well, and you're like, trying to push back and be like, well, I know, Hussey, but I want to do this and I want to. The people that are trying to control you, that's who's trying to control you. You do realize, right? They came in and basically created a rift in between you and Hussey's friendship on purpose. And that's what I don't think that you get. Like I really don't think that you. Miss Butler, do you see us in there? What are
Well,
you doing here? If that's don't come in here lecturing people about don't go to streams that affect you negatively. All you do is bitch and complain when you come in this chat or in my chat. I've seen you a million times doing it. We did leave. Problem
well,
is solved. So
I did
solve
tell
your
her,
problem and see the fucking door.
and Miss Butler, I did tell her a week ago to take my wrench. She didn't take my wrench. Let her go off. She comes in here. I love you.
You just told JM that. What? Told her what?
Were you just talking to? I think are you saying that that was meant for JM and not us?
No, she says you just told JM that. I don't know what she's even referring to, but hey, whatever. These people are manipulating you. And it sucks because I'm here for Hussey. I've never been in Carrie's. Okay.
Okay, well, respect Carrie because she's a moderator and she's on panel. Okay.
Because I don't want to see it happen for you. And it's not even about me there. Like, it's just that I know what's coming. And what's coming is as soon as they get bored with what they're doing to me or like harping on Hussey and all this shit, now that we're gone, as soon as that runs out, they're going to turn on you. They're going to get bored that right now because that will happen. And what they're probably going to do is now that if we're not over there, they'll probably just stop showing up altogether anyway and drop her like a hot potato. But it might even go even worse than that because they don't care about her at all.
Hey, Storm.
And they did this whole thing manipulating her, and basically now she's, lost people that actually did have her back.
Mm-hmm.
And that was their goal. And that's what's so messed up about it, that she doesn't. That's actually getting hurt in the end.
Storm, thank you for gifting a membership. Whoever got a membership, say thank you to Storm right now. Otherwise, we're taking it back. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you.
Drama, whatever, and they're going to turn on you because these are trolls, and they don't like hide that fact. So and you want to keep letting this guy Greg around, he literally doxed you, threatened to dox you, and said he was starting a war with you and he was going to get your channel taken down. And he
Yep.
said all kinds of shit. Why would you ever want anything to do with someone who treats you that way? That just doesn't make any sense. But again, I guess that's just me.
Managing mods had more like power. Like I know because I was talking to GP about like the whole like mod thing, and he said
So, Poetic Justice was in there. Isn't it funny? The second that someone starts
Andre,
trying
we will take your
trying
wrench
to,
away. After the
you
show, I
know,
will take your
jump
wrench away.
okay. Jump on the I hate Carrie. I mean, I could have told you were going a couple of days ago when I saw what I saw in Hekate's chat. So thank you. You confirmed it. Anything, and do talk about me on a stream, or how do these people come out of the woodwork?
It's funny that
Every
people are saying they care for AJ. Meanwhile, AJ says she doesn't give a F about you guys. Hi, Skelter.
well,
AJ really doesn't give a F about you guys.
no, and a lot of them probably don't actually care about anybody else either, to be honest.
And the same way you turned on me, Andre, when I did nothing but appreciate you and respect you for no reason, you're going to turn on her too?
Yep. Yeah. Unfortunately. Every time they will show up in these places, and then they're right there to start going, oh, yeah, Carrie's this, Carrie did that, Carrie. Like, they never move the fuck on. And I mean, Poetic Justice, you were in there in Hekate's stream acting like what, me and TJ did by interviewing William was just so fucking supported Shani and Rev after the abuse, after being in my community for years and seeing how abusive they were. After seeing Rev call her son a bitch just back in April, you still chose to go and support them. You have no room to talk. None. But that's what these people do. It's to be expected.
And you know what, Stacey? I never told
that
her.
they have.
She emailed me and she said, you know what? I love you very much, but Carrie's talking about me and telling
No,
me,
I wasn't.
I don't, or Carrie's controlling me or I'm going to read the email later.
Yeah.
It was nothing bad. I mean, it's not bad. She's like, I don't want to be policed. And I said, listen, watch who you want to watch. I'll read my response too. But
yeah.
I never said she's not the boundary for me. And the boundary that I have, you don't go in their chat. So
right.
like, I don't understand see, you're picking sides, and that's exactly who are things that people that I have problem with. Like watch everybody. Watch me, watch Hecate from my opinion, watch AJ, watch whatever. I'm not kicking you out of here. And I don't think I've done anything to you that justifies your behavior.
No, you haven't. I mean, if she's mad at me, like, done anything wrong.
No, but this is
just be mad at me. I don't know why you're taking it out on Hussey, but
Sherry says, hey, thank you for being a member for 1 month, honey. I am not impressed with AJ. Sketchy. Well, a lot of people, are not familiar with her because A, she's been offline for a couple of years. And B, she was in other communities that you probably are not familiar with. This is who AJ is online. This is exactly who she is. Okay, so if you think this is bad, you haven't seen anything. She apologized. I accepted her apology. I'm not saying. But you do not know her. She is extremely toxic. And I don't think you've changed, because if you change like you say you did, you would not surround yourself with the same quality of people. If you don't
And
like, if you apologized for your behavior wrong, and you're such a Christian, why are you allowing that kind of a behavior in your chat? If you know it's wrong and you're not that person and you were blinded, why are you allowing people to behave the way you behaved 2 years ago? Because you love it. What is the point of timing them out every 24 hours? What is the point? Why not block them then? Why do I have to go
exactly.
through that? Huh?
Go ahead. And I was just gonna say Violet, was saying how she's being more careful. Like she had that dude Greg on her panel this morning.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The guy that was threatening to dox her and starting a war with her and all that. And she had him, and he also, by the way, was like deleting people when he did have a wrench. So, but how is that being more careful?
No, she's not being more careful. Who said that?
We're mad that she's had fun with the messiness. No, we're not.
No, I'm not mad, honey.
We're
Go do
not
what
mad.
you
We're
do.
what you don't seem to get is that the messiness that you don't think is a big deal was making her cry and everything else.
Y'all just don't. Y'all don't understand. Joyfully, baby girl. Thank you for being a member for 1 month. I just want to see you and Huzzy and Carrie happy. Thank you, and we want to see you guys happy too.
And it's to throw your friends under the bus.
Mhm.
I mean, with friends like that, who needs enemies, right? If you're going to sit there when people are, dragging you to filth, saying all kinds of things, and that doesn't bother you, and you want to just continue to sit there and chit chat and be cool with people. I mean, that guy Greg, his stream was literally, the title of the stream was about Hussy. He was on his channel doing impersonations of Hussy last night with a wig on and everything else, and then she had like
Yes, 100%. Oh yeah. But this is the kind of people that she doesn't want to block. But time them out every 24 hours when they come in. No, no, I'm not doing that. You're just making it worse for you. Whatever.
Yeah. And Violet, I've seen you around and I've seen the things that you have said like about me and stuff. So you ain't fooling me. You're about.
Violet, it's not about defending her. She likes to see people fight.
And Violet does too.
Violet, she likes to be. She didn't eight. I don't think Carrie was uh, had a problem with her ever defending Carrie. I think the problem is playing the video that Carrie isn't happy with.
The playing a video that like we've addressed it. I apologize. I did all the only reason Jessica Messica brought it up there and wanted to do that was to embarrass me. That AJ is so stupid that she didn't know what was going on. And as a friend, and especially when Hussy was on panel and said, please don't play that. She did it anyway. So what so our feelings don't matter then.
And it's not like it wasn't already played everywhere. It's
Right.
not like it was played. I'm saying just for peace and love, Jessica, could we not do this again? You did not want to talk about Carrie, but you literally went up there and all you did was talk about Carrie. You didn't want to see Carrie on AJ's panel anymore. But all you did was snipe me and Carrie and left when Carrie left.
Right. You got what you wanted and got me to go. And
But
then
then
you
you
just
followed her.
and then you just ditched AJ to go to your channel, take her views, and come person that you think is so fucking boring that you're so tired of. You're not tired of shit, are you? That was never what was going on. You just wanted to be a bitch over and over and over and over again. So you said things like, "Oh, you're fucking boring, and you're a crap." Then what the hell are you doing with your life that you're wasting your time watching someone you think is boring?
Mhm.
What does that say about you? What it says to me is you're full of shit and you don't think it's boring, or you wouldn't be watching it. So, just saying.
More
Okay, Kathleen. Good night, hun. Love you.
like more things that they
Sweetheart.
can do.
Kathleen's
But
such a sweetheart. A lot of you are, by the way. But Kathleen in
is.
particular is just,
Kathleen
I've
Cruz,
never
right?
seen this woman. Yes.
Yeah.
She is so sweet.
She
And I
is.
mean to everyone. I have never seen her. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like she doesn't like disagree with people from time to time, but I've never seen her once be like rude in any kind of way. Like she is just, and she's been supporting, me for since pretty much the beginning. Jessica Messica is a liar. She wants to create drama. She
Lies.
lies to create drama. She apologizes to create drama later on. This is all for her sick entertainment, period. Yep. 100%. 100%. Jessica Messica did a 5-hour stream about Carrie after saying she was bored of watching Carrie on AJ's stream. Exactly. That's our point. That's our point. It's like you're contradicting yourself here. So which is it? I'm boring, or you're boring and bored, so you're using me for content.
And then she had 225 people in the chat watching Carrie, and all of y'all think Carrie is boring.
Mm-hmm. Mm. And left her friend AJ that she wanted to be hanging out with because she just had so much fun over there. She was so sick of me.
And you
And then
want
as soon as I left, she leaves. And it's like, okay, yeah, you really lot.
She's like, I wanted to listen to music. Well, why didn't you keep your ass in there? Excuse me.
Right.
Listen to music, honey. Fiona Apple.
Exactly.
They're such liars.
Be mean to a person in her life. I mean, she's always we'll be here tomorrow whenever you get up. So love you, girl.
I didn't know that their tier mods like could undo something else. Had no idea. I thought it was just a certain like level. So
AJ, that's not true either though, because I know for a fact I heard it when Hussey was telling you about some of this stuff. Like the fact that he had blocked somebody, and I guess Freddie or one of the other mods that she has over there went in and unblocked the person or undid the time done. And Hussey went to, to AJ about it and to let her know. And, basically she just didn't, really care or whatever. Nothing changed. So again, that's where it gets to the whole why give out wrenches, and if you're just going to let somebody undo it or do like then there's just no point. You know what I mean? That's what me and Hussey have been trying to say. But this acting like you don't starting to get old, because I've seen him and heard him literally say these things to you quite a few times. So I don't think you don't know. And I've, not trying to be really harsh or whatever, but I feel like it's a cop out. I feel like every time you don't want to
she doesn't say anything, even if I didn't tell her. You literally see me timing out T-Girl, and Freddie times her out. To focus on the chat, girl.
Yeah.
I'm not focusing on the chat. That's just a damn excuse.
Right. Exactly.
Focusing on the chat.
Actually have to answer and say some things that you find to be a little bit hard, like having to pick a side and things like that. Whatever the case may be, you sometimes act like you don't understand, and I'm not so sure that that's the case. Because, like I said, it's been explained many times now. Many times.
Yeah.
Exactly, Danielle. Danielle said, I honestly felt like a huge waste of time being a mod in there. It was so pointless because the undermining was insane. Well, that's a good point, because it was like that ship with that guy, Greg. You saw that night, because I remember, Danielle, you were there when all of that popped off and whatever he was doing. And he immediately, the next night, when he didn't get the wrench or whatever, declared war on her
Violet.
and was going to dox her and all kinds of nastiness. And
You probably weren't here earlier in the stream, but Hussey was literally broke down crying too. Okay? So just stop with this like pity, oh, poor AJ thing. It's bullshit. She
Poor
sat
AJ
here.
what? Why is she poor? Why do you feel sorry for AJ?
She made the choice to choose those people over her own friends.
It's not even just me. The fact that she allows Hecate to call GP a predator on panel.
That's what I mean. Yeah, she doesn't have her friends back.
No,
and
she doesn't.
She can say all day and night she does. We need, you know what I mean? Actions speak louder than words. You can say you love somebody 10 times a day, but if you're going and treating them like crap, then you don't really love them. You know what I mean? If she can say that we're her good friends all day and night, but if in the end she's choosing other people over us, I mean, she's not willing to boot people, but booted Hussey from
And
her
then she
stream
makes
one night.
she makes it seem like we're the ones thin-skinned. But she literally makes a huge deal when people say stupid things about her that shouldn't even bother her. You know what? If calling you saying that, or people went onto your Tumblr, you're over here crying about it and wanting people to feel sorry for you. But you don't give a damn when people are being harassed and bullied and slandered and defamed. Why are your feelings valid and ours isn't? You're not compassionate and empathetic, or whatever you want to call yourself.
No. And other people where they can find friends or can't find friends, that's not your business. Don't say no one and anyone is anyone's friend here. You need to speak for yourself and not speak for everybody else, because that's not the case. And Violet, you say she didn't choose them over Hussey. She always defends Hussey and GP. She said to make it comfortable while you're there, and she will let it be chaos when you're not. But she wasn't making it comfortable when we were there. What part of this don't you get? And you were one of the ones that was in the chat when I was stop saying, oh, get Carrie off of there, blah, 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 blah. Don't act like you care about what AJ wants and doesn't want and doing what's right for her. Because if you did, y'all wouldn't have been doing that night.
And
you would have respected the fact that she had somebody up there that she was enjoying and talking to and having a good time, and you would have just let her do that. But y'all didn't do that. And now you want to come in and act like this, like we're the bad guys and you're the ones that care. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
If we have to ignore what people are saying, they're just mean words, ignore the chat. AJ, why don't you ignore people saying things about you?
Exactly.
If it's that easy, why do you engage and bring that crap to your channel? Why do you talk about your Tumblr or the Mongolian stuff or your husband? Every little thing. Like every little thing, because you want this chaos. Mm-hmm. And you're like, well, it's out there. I have to address it.
Now, Violet, you said she was trying. I was telling you to get down, Carrie, but I also tell AJ to do what she wants and do not let her friends or chat make her do anything she doesn't want to. And if that's the way that you felt, Violet, you wouldn't have been telling me to get down.
because she had asked me to be there. That was disrespecting her channel and what she wants. Quit acting like you guys give a shit about what AJ wants. You don't.
All right. Eggy,
All right.
are you done?
I'm done. I'm done talking
Eggy,
about
are
it.
you done? Hold on. Some reason I don't like Messica. Housewife? What?
I don't even know. I think that are you high or something? Like, you're not even making sense now, Eggy Toast. So, who knows? Why am I disrespecting people in Hussy's chat? No one is yelling at you, and you are you are at us and cursing. I'm not yelling. And
Calm down. Calm down. I'm fine with what's going on.
again, this is Hussy's chat and Hussy's stream. He doesn't need you to come in. So this is what I mean about you guys. Who do you think you are? This is what I mean, though. And that's why this is all just a game to y'all. So keep talking. I don't care. You're like trying to warn her about it, and our trolls, these people are, and she will not listen. She won't listen to it. So again, AJ, just don't give out wrenches. Make it really be balls to the wall, because if you're going to undo everything your mods do, or you're not going to allow them to do, there is no point in having them. And again, you are putting a target on their back for giving them a wrench, only for them not to need it. Because maybe you should have, I don't know, talked to AJ about that last night when you were in their chat after we left.
Why me? What am I doing wrong? She's having a great time. She's laughing over there, having a great time. I'm over here in tears. What do you want me to do? Beg her? No, I'm not going to do that, Violet.
And then come and shame us like we mistreated her.
Excuse me. Hold on. Let me check my text message. I have a text.
Yeah,
hold on. I bailed. I've got some things to do. Okay, hon. Let me tell you something. I've given her more constructive criticism, advice, help, shoulder for her to cry on, and try to make her on YouTube more than I have for anybody else. I mean that. I feel like I care about her more than I've cared about anybody else online.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think for sure.
I'm honestly, I really mean that. I would not cry like this if I didn't care. And I don't want to cry over. Right. I'm not going to sit here and worry, make up with her and stuff like that. If she's not going to change.
Right. There's only so much you can do.
Yeah. She can be whoever she wants. She doesn't have to change. I have to stop.
It's called having boundaries. He has boundaries, and that is healthy, and he is entitled to that, because his mental health matters too. If it's affecting him negatively, then that is valid, and that should matter to her if she cares about him as a friend.
She's over there laughing with the person that threatened to stalk her to ruin her life. The same people that made her leave the internet, now she's like, ha 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 ha, I love peppers with my steak. I love the artichokes. And she's kicking it with those people. Okay, go have fun. That's what it's for. If this is fun for you, then we really are very different in a line. Wait, that's not how I want to word it. But we're just different. We did dislike the same people, but just because she got kicked out of a community, it didn't change who she is. It didn't change. I think she was forced to leave, and she apologized because she had nowhere to go.
And Violet, how do you know where he is talking to her and not talking to her behind the scenes? Are you involved in their relationship? What they do and talk about behind the scenes is frankly none of your business. Stop acting like you know what's going on in people's lives. You know a very small amount. Only what you're seeing on here. And there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you don't know about and shouldn't speak on like you do. Aren't going to let them do anything with it. So what's the point? Just don't have mods. But anyway.
About that because that was done to me, and it was said, you do know that we're managing mods, and
Eggy,
so
if you love me, then
do it.
just
And I was like,
understand
I
my
was
opinion
doing.
and respect my opinion and leave it at that, okay? We are all entitled to feel the way we do. So don't try to change my mind, Carrie's mind, or AJ's mind. Let people be who they are.
Yeah, I agree.
Doing what Hussey asked, but okay. Like, told that person I still like them and everything, but it was just really weird. That's all. And yeah, they don't have wrenches anymore. So, well, not they. So I meant one person doesn't. Obviously David's a sweetheart. So yeah.
Up, and I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it.
You don't
I'm not
have
as thick-skinned as she is. Oh, Brian Oblivion, really, bitch? Really, Brian Oblivion? Banned from studio. Bam. Hey, Carrie.
Hey, of course, Brian Oblivion had to come jump over here like the stalker that he is.
Yeah, I banned him. He was dumb enough to wait, so I got the opportunity.
Yes.
This might get kind of crazy, Hussey, because there's Carrie that's on the stream with you, a Carrie that's covering that, and now another Carrie.
Oh,
There's
it
gonna be
started being
3
crazy for me 30 minutes ago. I
Right.
ain't saying nothing.
Okay.
Good.
So you left her.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Take away my wrench. And
Yeah,
she
I
did.
just can't.
Oh wait, you were talking. Sorry. Were you talking?
No.
No. Oh, I thought. Here we go.
Can't over there anymore. I like AJ and I still do like AJ, but is that channel and that community that is being that is forming over there is just toxic.
I don't
It's
even
toxic.
know what community.
Period. I don't know, and it's not. I'm not saying it's necessarily their
Stop.
fault.
AJ,
Right?
the community is the people that are in your audience, the people that come to your streams and watch you, your mods. That's your community. Like, come on.
Stop being playing stupid. You're
You
playing
know what
stupid.
that is. Like,
I don't know what community. I like who I like. Like,
Right.
there might be people
Right.
that come here and I might talk to them.
yes, that's the community,
That's a
AJ. That's what that means. The people who show up in your chats when you keep seeing the same familiar faces, that's your community.
that you don't
Got it? I mean, it's not that complicated, honey.
But I guess
This
I
is
don't
what
know.
this is what I mean by the kind of playing dumb as a cop out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, what community? I don't have a. Yeah, you do. You're building a community. Everybody that's a content creator on
Has
here that does these like live streams and stuff specifically, you build a community of people. So, do you want to build a community of trolls and toxic people, or do you want to build a community of people who are there because they like and support you,
Yeah. You know what?
not because they want to turn you into a cow?
You've been on YouTube for years. You didn't just come on yesterday. You know community. You always say your community loves you. Your people love you. You're all up in Nexus community.
Yeah. No, you've been here for years, so you can't play that dumb. You know what I mean?
No. No way.
You gotta know it. You gotta know at least this stuff. Like, yeah.
Oh. What do you like? I'm alone. I'm a loner.
Exactly. Oh, my
Miss
darling.
Butler, she's just fine. If we
You're the
spoke
only one acting like you're offended.
deplorable.
How about we do this?
Well, how about you go to AJ's chat and see how the chat talks to us? How
Yeah.
come you didn't defend Carrie when AJ's chat was being deplorable towards her?
Right.
Why didn't you do that? Why don't you go and take this energy to other places too instead of over here?
Okay, so how about we do a little test for those that are in the audience? If you are fine with the way that I'm talking and the way that we're handling all these things, put a 1. If you're offended and you feel like I am talking badly and yelling and whatever, put a 2. If you think everything's okay with it, put a 1. If you have a problem, put a 2. Let's just see how many people have a problem.
I thought Michael was going to put a 2, but he did put a 1.
He better. He's gonna be in
Right.
trouble.
You
and
guys,
low.
2. We did not even get 1, 2.
So you are literally the only one claiming to be offended, Miss Butler.
Miss Butler, not even 1. Even a troll didn't put a 2.
These are your people, dummy. It's Hussy's chat. You just said his chat.
Well, look at you calling people dummy.
Yeah, you're
Miss
being
Butler.
see, you ain't nothing but a damn troll, girl. Get the hell out of here.
Dummy. This is good for the gander.
Mm-hmm. AJ, that is such bullshit. Okay, if you were a loner, you wouldn't be up there right now, and you. Oh yeah, this part bugged me too because she was like, "Listen to what she says here." How? The community of people who are there because they like and support you, not because they want to turn you into a cow.
Oh. You like? I'm alone. I'm a loner.
All right, you know what? Time her out for 24 hours. Could one of my moderators time her out?
Yeah, I'll do it. I got it.
Thank you. You just showed your ass, Miss Butler.
You're lucky you don't just get blocked all the way, but we'll time you out and give you an opportunity. But you gone for now.
Yep.
Loser. You're the loser that wants to be in here with us. So, I mean, what does that say about you?
You just showed your ass.
AJ, that is such bullshit. Okay, if you were a loner, you wouldn't be doing live streams where you're talking to people. I don't understand the I'm a loner in response to me saying that the community that you're building is toxic.
Thank you, Skelter.
You're not a loner because you clearly want to get up here and do these things and involve people. And you need to understand that when you do that, it doesn't just affect you, it affects the people around you. That's the thing. Even if it doesn't bother you, does it bother your friends? Does it bother your audience? Does it because those things should have some weight in what you're choosing to do and not do, in my opinion.
I talked to you about this earlier on Hussy's panel from earlier, but then it was like, okay, so if they're going to say this, do you think it's fair if I very nicely try to just say how I feel? Okay, so I was told it's kind of like you're not standing up for people like your friend, and I was like, oh, okay, heard, and then I did, and I wanted to make sure that people were good with things that were going on. And then I heard today, yeah, you and I'm there and I'm comfortable. And it was like, okay, cool. No, because understood how that can look. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I understand that. But like, I didn't want people to think that I was like throwing them to the wolves or anything, you know? Which, I mean, I guess I could say some things, but like,
Say it.
I know. Why?
maybe I'll reserve that for later.
Uh,
But I'm just saying that, like,
Very wise.
so I was like, all right,
yeah.
cool. Like, if we have an understanding that if you're there, then you're chill. Like, literally just had this conversation.
Yes, AJ. And was I there tonight? No, I wasn't. That's the whole point. I told you that if there was an issue or whatever, if there was ever an issue where I wasn't comfortable, I would let you know and I would take myself out of the situation. I told you, take my wrench, I'm out, and I left. I'm not sure what you're confused about. But why I said what I said about the stuff you were doing the night before is because you're saying things like, oh, well, I just want to, give you a safe way to leave or this or that, like you're like babying me or something. But yet then when it comes to the action part of that and actually, so it's like, I would rather you, don't say that and whatever and make it seem like weird like that because you're not going to do anything anyway. That was the point. But 100%, if I am not happy in a situation, I will remove myself. And that's what I did tonight. That's exactly what I did. So
I guess maybe I'm slightly confused.
Michael,
I mean,
you laughing at Michael?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't like jeans much either, but let my actions speak for me. True.
Yeah.
True. You're so full of it. So full of it.
somebody can try to explain it to me, I guess. Like, I guess I'm just slightly confused.
No,
But
you are.
I don't want anybody that I care about to wolves or anything like that.
Yeah.
So if
Yes.
that's how you feel, AJ, what's that?
Her actions does not match what she says.
Yeah.
And that's all you've been doing.
Right.
Literally since day one.
Yep.
That's all you've been doing.
Jessica
Throwing your friends to
came
the
up there
lion's den. That's it, AJ. Say whatever you want. It doesn't match your actions. Period.
Right. And that's a big thing. And I said that like it comes up a lot and she, does she says a lot of really sweet stuff and she'll say that, we're her friend, but then her actions are that she really doesn't think that highly of us and thinks that in fact these other people she obviously thinks of more high than us because it seems like their opinions and things are matter and are something she takes into account but ours aren't, which doesn't really make sense, especially since we're mods and things like that trying to help her channel run as well as it can. We don't want to see her get porn bombed and get another strike and end up losing her whole channel. And people like that guy Greg, like that's the kind of people, if she keeps letting people like that, it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we actually care and don't want to see that. So about me, why wouldn't you have just said, you know what, I don't want to get involved in this is between you and her? I mean, is that hard to do? Is that asking too much not to basically let someone come up on your panel and drag me and say a bunch of stuff when I can't even be there to defend myself? I mean, again, if it was you, if something was popping off and me, I'm considering you a friend. If something was popping off and a person that was coming for you and things like that came up on panel and was trying to get me to do something like that, I would have shut that down and said, you know what, this isn't the place. Because at the end of the day, did that video need to be played anyway? You knew exactly what happened. And why do you think Jessica Meska wanted to play it? I don't think that you're dumb, AJ. So I do think you do understand some of these things.
But there's some things that I could say.
Say it.
Oh
You
my
know,
God, she just keeps saying
Damn.
that over
I
and
don't
over
know.
again.
Maybe
Feel
I'm
free.
reading.
And if I remember, like, she
Yeah.
says it a bunch of times, actually.
Mm-hmm. Hey, OG.
Hey, OGD, how you doing, hun? But we can only, help so much. We can only give so much advice. We can only, like, if she's
What?
not going to take it, then
What?
that she's going to have to deal with the consequences. That doesn't mean that we have.
For one, I'm pretty okay. Okay. I'm gonna get a little frustrated. It doesn't mean that I
Wait a
don't
minute.
care.
Let me go back. What
Oh,
has she
honey,
that she's
join
freaking out
the
about?
club, sweetheart.
I'm trying to figure out why she got so, like, hold on. Let's see. I mean, I don't think that you're dumb, AJ. So I do think you do understand some of these things. Mm-hmm.
But there's some things that I could say. You know,
Say
I don't know.
them.
I don't
Say
know.
them.
Maybe
Feel
I'm
free.
reading.
But we can only,
AJ, let me tell you
help so
something.
much. We can only get.
We're not trying to silence you or take away your voice like you say Tragic was doing that. What is your excuse now? I'm literally telling you to say it. You've been crying that you were not able to speak, and now you're here to speak. Say it.
Yeah,
Say
whatever it is,
So
say
is-
it. Don't
so-
hold
so
back.
Did you really have? Or
Mm,
I'm not saying. I'm asking you a question because it seems like you choose when to speak and when not to speak. Okay, so you're choosing it now when I'm literally not policing you. Speak, say it, and if you want to say it, I will respect your opinion and I will comment back. Say it.
yeah, but if you're not going to say it, then quit bringing it up because it's annoying to hear. Oh well, I might say it. Oh, I'll say it. If you're not, stop doing that.
Can I just say something? When you do that, it makes me laugh so hard. I think about it like
What?
like when
I know I can't help.
I swear to God, I think that is the funniest thing. It's
That's when my maturity level comes out and it's not too high. Oops. Well, I gotta get a little petty here and there, right? Like it's just a little bit, little petty, lighthearted fun. Give so much advice. We can then
What?
that she's gonna have to deal with the consequences. That doesn't mean that we have.
What do you? Okay, for one, I'm pretty okay. Okay.
hilarious.
I'm gonna get a little frustrated. It doesn't mean that I don't care about somebody. It doesn't mean I don't love somebody. That's not it. People
See, stop saying that you care. Stop saying that you love people. Stop saying all of that when your actions don't line up with it. I don't need someone to tell me they love me and all of that, like do all that all the time. You want people that are going to actually have your back and respect you and not allow other people to come around and disrespect you. That's how you prove you care about someone. It's like, and it's things like that that I'm like, again, I don't think that she needs to be told this because I don't think she's dumb. I think she does know how, relationships work. What's wrong, Skelter?
What happened, honey?
I got the fuck out of there. Oh, it's in this one. Oh,
Oh.
sorry. What happened? Skelter. We love Skelter. He's I feel like lately I kind of started to lose myself a little bit in the sense that since I've started talking to all these girl world people
Mhm.
Is it hard for you? Why is it so hard for me to say girl?
I don't do that because it's hard for me too. I just say girl world.
It's like it makes you automatically sound drunk or something every time you
Even with garlic, I
like
just call him garlic bread. I don't say garlic bread.
garlic bread,
It doesn't come out
garlic.
naturally. Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, it's weird. And kind of getting in that mix and all of the drama coming with it's kind of manipulated a lot of my time recently. And I feel like I kind of have been neglecting, my, you know, um specifically my friends in Discord and stuff because I just haven't been in there much. There's been a lot going on though too. I mean, with like I said, it's been one thing after another. Anyway, I can and I wonder if. But I was just saying, like, and I don't know if you noticed this too or felt this way too, but like it's just all when since all this stuff has been kind of going down since these streams with AJ started going on and we were going over there and there's like all these, kind of people not really interacted with before and are new to the situation or whatever. But it's like, I mean, for a while I was trying to like, be friendly with like Jessica Meska and Hikate and people like that. I really was like so but yeah,
So you can address her, but you got to calm down with the questions. You're going a little bit too fast. Just relax a little bit. Just
oh,
take-
are they asking questions?
She's like, Carrie, is it okay if I address you?
Yeah.
If she wants to answer, she could answer. But you need to just calm down a little bit. We're just trying to get through this video.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was gonna show, and maybe anyway, but like the point too with that was just that like it's easy I think to kind of get wrapped up in that kind of thing to where you're focusing more of your time on the negative aspect rather than the positive. And I think there's a lot more especially the negative. And so I'm going to be doing my best to stop giving the things that people say that are negative so much weight. You know what I mean? It's like why it's almost like I care more about the when people say bad things than good, but it shouldn't be like that, right? You know what I mean? Because there's more good than bad. So it's a matter, I guess, of like the way that you look at it, and you kind of have to make yourself, or remind yourself like that the reason you're doing this and the reason you're on here isn't for these people that constantly criticize and whatever. It's for the people that are, in the chat that come and watch every day, that support us and that are always, nothing but positive. That's who deserves my focus, not the other. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? But it's easy to get caught up in the hate side and start to give that more energy than you give. Not something I want to do. Because, I mean, this truly is. It's never been about money for me. It's always been, I enjoy it. But when it gets nasty like this and personal, whatever, obviously, that's not fun. That doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? And I don't want to be here for that. So I'm going to take steps and do everything I can not to have it be like that. Or if I can't, maybe, that will be when it's time to think about walking away. Where it's, more work than fun and enjoyment, it's not going to be worth it anymore. You know what I mean? But I'm not there, but
honey, I really appreciate it. Whoever
Aw.
got a membership, I'm not a sub. I mean a membership. Say thank you to OG. Otherwise, we're taking it back. Thank you, sweetheart. Is this where you said like, even if I want a hug box, it's my decision because I'm not doing this for money. I want to come up here, have a good time. I totally agree with that.
Yeah. It's like, why what's wrong with wanting to have a hug box? Why should I, like the thing is, when we come on here and stuff, we're putting ourselves out there, but we're not. It's not like we're public figures in the sense that like we're not freaking senators and crap like that. Like we don't owe anybody anything.
If I just don't like, if I see someone and I'm like, you know what? Look, I'm just looking at them and I don't think I like them. I can block them and not have them come, and I'm justified because this is my channel.
No.
Nothing. And I
No.
think people forget that on in here, and like they get caught up and they start wanting to like make demands and of the content creators, and it's like, at least for me, that's not how this is going to work. You know
No.
what I mean?
Well, thank you for gifting a membership, sweetheart. Whoever got a membership,
Aw.
say thank you. Otherwise, we're taking it back. Thank you, sweetie.
She's so sweet.
Cheers.
Let me see really quick, you guys. Give me 2 seconds to pull
Oh, Joyfully
something
Baby Girl,
up.
we gifted another membership. Thank you so much. Joyfully Baby Girl. Otherwise, we're taking it back. I'm sorry. It's such a long thing that I say. But
No, you're fine. You're fine. Thank you, Yapples. And you on here that
You're
trying to
So
skip through a little bit of
we're gonna do
talking.
that. We're gonna do a redo.
Oh,
A
Storm.
redo on it.
I want to show y'all this first. Crackers. Here, I'm going to skip through because this is just me showing these things, and we already showed that. So, oh, you. Let me get back to the G finger or your Christy Lee. Here we go. I'll post that on my community tab and tag Hussy and everything in it too. So, thank you, you guys. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Really appreciate that. On my look at that. That's just so cute. I love it. Community tab and tag Hussy. Let's jump back into this. Let's see.
On top of it, I assume avatars, right? I've been doing that. I was told I was getting better about like, see, do you see this? Like, so people can say this stuff. I was sitting over there like deleting fucking okay. All right.
AJ, what are you AJ, what are you talking about? You weren't deleting comments over in your chat. We were there. You realize all the mods can see what the other mods do. I mean, did you see her blocking people or timing people out? She doesn't do that.
No.
Abused for her to do that though.
What?
That's where I'm at with it, because that's exactly what happened last night. And I don't know if she's like confused by some of this, because she keeps getting like loud and acting shocked over stuff that isn't shocking. So
that's a put on. That's a put on.
Yeah, I'm confused about that.
Like, see, do you see this? Like, so people can say this stuff. I was sitting over there like deleting fucking
have to stay and get abused for her to do that though.
What?
That's where I'm at with it, because that's exactly what happened last night. And I stayed because I didn't want to get run off or bullied out of there or whatever, because they can say whatever they want to about me and act like I'm weak or whatever. I'm not.
This might be a little bit of a disagreement, okay? Like,
what part of this are you not getting? It's definitely a disagreement. It's a disagreement. I don't know why you're acting confused about that. Like, clearly it's a disagreement and we don't agree on what's been going on. So I don't.
Good morning, Danielle.
Not saying that I don't care about people.
Aw, hi, Danielle. Oh, really? My ass is dragging.
What happened?
Droska is 21, they're saying. Or at least it's what who said it? Did Danielle say that? Or my ass is dragon did. Do we know that? I don't know for sure if that's the case.
We'll put him in timeout.
Somebody else said they were 21 too. It wouldn't surprise me.
I'm not saying I don't love people. That's not it. But maybe there needs to be some middle ground.
Who is
maybe I need to give a little bit, and maybe other people need to.
What, huh?
I don't. Yeah, they have me blocked.
Mia is not in here right now.
So
I'm not sure what you're referring to. Storm, I don't think oh wait, she's in here, but it was way up there.
Did she say something to you, Storm?
All right. Ghost of Shadows, you're definitely gone, weirdo.
Oh, really?
This guy, Ghost of Shadows, literally was in the Discord that 21 and all of them are in. And I have like where I was sent screenshots of it where he was like talking about how he got
Okay.
my docs. He
Uh-huh.
got my how he got my docs. He said, I got pictures I'm gonna put up on Tinder or somewhere, and I'm gonna try to talk to the nastiest guys I can find on there, and I'm gonna send them to her house for sex.
Okay, block them.
Yeah, like house people are nuts. Now I don't know if he actually was gonna like, and he was probably just saying it to be a big shot, but it's like, whoa, dude, that's so weird, and like really crosses the line.
Give a little bit because I've been doing. Okay.
Guys, we can only like if she's not going to take it, then that she's gonna have to deal with the consequences. That doesn't mean that we have to
By
stay.
the way, I swear, I don't know what it is, but I do attract the weirdos. I mean, how do you explain me marrying Michael?
Oh, Michael.
I had to get him back a little bit. I had to get him back a little bit.
And get abused for her to do that, though.
Okay.
That's where I'm at with it because that's exactly what happened last night. And I stayed because I didn't want to get run off or bullied out of.
Uh-oh. Am I gonna be in the doghouse
You
now?
want a link? True word.
True word.
You know, they can say whatever they want to about me and act like I'm weak or whatever. I'm not. And so I stayed and put up with it. But I shouldn't have to. Like, that's the whole point.
What do you mean you shouldn't have to? Like, nobody is asking you to put up with any. That's why I asked people if they were comfortable.
AJ, that's why I left. I know I don't have to put up with it. Like, I'm aware. That's why I was gone at this point.
Comfortable with something.
AJ, and I'm saying that's why I fucking left. I gotta quit pausing because I forget that I said stuff, and I'm like saying the exact same thing, and then I press play and say it again. You said that. You did say it, and I made the choice to leave.
Or a PDF, get the fuck out. Do not bring that to my fucking channel. Because I ain't about that. So those are my rules as of right now. Okay? Changed my mind. That's what I can handle at this moment. Okay? Like,
what is it that she can handle?
I
don't know.
Okay. All right.
And so I stayed and put up with it. But I shouldn't have to. Like, that's the whole point. And the whole time they're telling her to get me off of there. And then they turn around though, just like right now, tonight, saying, oh, they're trying to control her. They're trying to tell her what to do with her channel. No, that's what you guys have been doing.
Okay. Did I kick you off? I didn't kick you off. I said, you know what I said? Because this ain't gonna happen. That's what I said. Who cares if somebody says kick somebody?
I never said that I got kicked off. I don't know. Like, AJ, you really need to stop saying that you don't care because you do care. When people say shit to you, you care. When Fresh Garbage came in there and called you mommy, you broke down crying. Stop acting like words don't affect you just as much as everyone else. My God.
Exactly.
Somebody off. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, like, yeah, like, I can see where the problem could come in, but at the same time, like, it's my fucking channel. I'm not gonna fucking
exactly, and that's why I left.
Amongst other people, too. A lot of people are leaving, AJ.
And if that's what you want, have fun. But it's toxic, and I don't want to be there anymore. So I took myself out of the situation. Like, I don't know why you're surprised, because it was uncomfortable, which I am.
So if you're surrounding yourself with all the toxic people, that makes you toxic.
Yep. Or, well, by by proxy, in a way, like, not necessarily, it's not necessarily like but it makes you toxic in the sense that
now the environment as a whole is toxic, and it's not fun to be, just like when I was up on panel with her the other night and it was me and her. Like it wasn't fun for me because the whole time I'm just a reason by these people in the chat and everything. So it's like, where is the fun in that? Like, and I don't understand why she doesn't get that. And I would feel so like if I had somebody come on my channel and people were doing that in the chat, there's like, I would not put up with that for a second, because why would anyone ever want to come on your channel if they're going to have to deal with that?
Exactly. You're very welcome, Storm. So I just want to make an announcement that we have a moderator, a new moderator.
Yay!
We have an addition
Congratulations,
to our
Storm.
moderator crew. Storm, thank you so much for always being in here and just being you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
She really is.
I stayed last night and put up with it. But, it would be nice to be able to go and be on a panel with you and not have to deal with that. That was the point. The final straw was not tonight. And it's not that you just had someone up there or what, like none of that. It's that what you did and what they did, and then you went with that. Instead of saying, you know what, I'm not going to show
And I
this.
just want to say,
Carrie's my friend.
I do want to say other thing. I have a couple of other people that I will adding to the moderator list.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't want anybody's
Nice.
feelings to get hurt or anything like that. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. Go ahead.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
And I don't want to spend my time up here trying to play things to make her look bad. I mean, is that crazy, or am I like, is that asking that much that I would have not wanted to be made a fool of?
I know.
I don't.
Kick you off just because some rando comes in the fucking chat and says, kick off your guest. Well, apparently you don't have any fucking respect for me.
No,
okay, because I chose.
See, maybe if you paid attention to your damn chat, you would realize that it was more than just kick her off.
Oh yeah.
They accused her of whatchamacallit?
Grooming.
Scamming.
Scamming, grifting.
Scammer. They accused GP of being having revenge porn. Stop it. These are actionable. If you can't handle being a streamer, maybe you shouldn't stream.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't stream. Okay? It's not just get off panel. They are disrespecting you by telling you to get her off, especially when she is in the title.
All we'd have to do, honestly, to show what the problem is show what she did.
I have to go to the bathroom. Could you just keep it paused until?
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to pull that up really quick. See if I can find that spot to show y'all really quick what I'm talking about. Okay, so it will be in which one? This one? Yes. I know.
Okay. Guess who's back? Yeah. These actionable things only matter when it has to do with her. But if it's anybody else, like, ignore it. No.
Okay, so do you care really quick if I show this just to show
Oh,
them a little bit of what like went down and what we're talking about?
Yeah.
All right, let me put that down real quick. And then put this one up. There we go. Just let's watch a little bit of this. Is when I was on with her, and then Hecate comes in and just, the vibe. Just listen to how this went.
Just wanted to performance ever. I just said because you got her fired the fuck up, dude. Like, yeah. I'm holding my basis. And when I say sees me, I mean she fucking sees me.
Who cares?
I'm in your circle.
Okay, here we
Which
go.
he usually does. But he said, "Hi, chat. I'm a real ass fucking person."
Oh, in the chat. Okay, got you.
No. He said it
On the
vocally.
stream. Okay, I didn't hear it.
Mhm.
Tragic and shit.
Monica, lay the fucking idea. What's my I don't want my
Okay,
Hello?
here it is.
hello.
Why you gotta ask her if she's sure she's okay?
Because I've been getting like I don't want the people. Listen, you asked me a question. You asked me a question. In like more of like my tight knit circle. Like
Who's your tight? I'm your tight knit. I am your circle.
You see?
Tell me,
Manipulation.
Yep. See?
okay?
And make sure too, let me put the chat up here so you guys can see what all these other people were saying too, because they were being nasty and right along with her.
okay.
Hold on.
That
I
sounds
don't-
weird, right? Because you don't know me, and I'm just saying.
Yeah, but- oh my
sounds
god.
weird because you don't know me, right?
So you're invalidating my feelings about people.
Only Carrie. Well, mostly, definitely GP, but
Well, then that sounds like
definitely-
you,
Hussy.
really, to be honest.
Well, then I'm not invalidating you. Then I just, yeah, I don't know what to say. You
I
just meant
enjoy
Carrie- you
conversations
just
with you,
met
but,
Carrie
like, I don't agree with
4
you.
seconds ago, and now you love her so much. It's a little odd, but
What?
she doesn't have to be a. I said
Wait,
you
wait. Say that
Well, like 4.5 seconds ago, and now you say you love
That's
her.
because
It's a
I
little
also
odd.
plus who my friends are.
Yeah, but okay. They was talking shit about you the other day, but I'll be quiet because Hussy's gonna go live with a really bad wig and say that I am turning you against everyone. So I'll be quiet. Hi,
I
Carrie.
do love your
Okay.
voice. I'm going to tell you that I think that you have a great voice.
Yeah, right.
Everybody.
Are you mad that I said that you're my new cow and I'm gonna snipe you and shit? Or are we
Well,
good?
can you please not do that? No, I'm just saying, can you not
You know
insult
who's going to be her
But,
biggest
No, I'm
cow,
just-
guys? Who do you think is going to be Hecate's biggest cow eventually?
I
just
think,
wanna know- I think you know who I'm talking about. Can you
I
guys
think
put it
it
in the
is.
chat? Who do you think is going to be Hecate's cow?
yep.
I want to see. I bet you the first person is no,
Not her.
no.
Close.
Yeah, agent. Exactly. You
Yeah.
got it. First person. See how easy that was? Go ahead.
Yep.
That's asking her. Yato, why are you in the chat in Girl World like a fucking literal weasel, like a fuckboy? How is a goddamn anime dressed like a fuckboy? No, Yato, seriously. Look at Yato's PFP. Put a comment on the screen. How the fuck is a goddamn weasel dressed like
Look at it. Let's see. You showed up in the chat.
a fucking fuckboy? How do you do that, sir?
Wait, a weasel? Just like a fuck?
Yeah. Look, he's
how
got the
how
hat.
exactly is a fuckboy dressed? I'm just curious.
Like
for the
Yato, the backwards hat, the sticks and stems, right? The bragging about fucking beer and the bragging about cigarettes and a plaid
bragging
shirt.
about beer and cigarettes.
Yeah, he did that on his stream and he was really proud. It was
I
embarrassing.
mean, I heard about menthols. And
Yeah. Just quiet. Go ahead. Can you get Vidal's goddamn alarm fixed then?
Like, oh my gosh, Daddy gets like,
Oh my God, $17. I knew I wanted to fuck you for free. Ah.
okay, can you go like have this conversation with like
I'll be
Yara?
quiet. I'll be quiet. You put it on, AJ, you literally put it on the goddamn screen. I have AD.
Yeah, I know, but like you could go have this conversation with him because it seems like this thing is like between you guys.
No,
right?
but you put it on the screen and I thought that you wanted me to respond because it was on the screen. So I'll be quiet.
Okay, maybe I was wrong for that. I don't know.
You were wrong.
I was trying to be fair. But
I'll be quiet.
be quiet for what? Because
You
so I
won't
can
be
show
quiet.
Monica unleashing on fucking trash.
Wait a minute. Is Tragic dead yet or not? And also, I can't see shit. Why is there like a cartoon in front of me?
Anyway, I'm not going to keep it going, but it gets worse and worse. Like, let me go. And
like that's been
blocked one person.
I
Or even
wasn't-
timed any
I'm
more.
not
I
talking
don't,
about
Carrie, I
Carrie.
don't think, knowing who Carrie is, like I don't think she would do something like that
I know,
either.
AJ.
And
I
plus,
have-
you can kind of go back and see on the chat as long as it's in like.
Why
the-
does Hussy care if I'm up here? Pete's not up here. Hussy, come up here with me and bring your tooth.
Hey, Kathleen.
Bring your veneer. The one I did. Bring the crown. Not the crown on the head. The crown in the mouth.
But if you guys, this is the thing. Dan.
No, I was just.
Oh,
in the
that was
middle
you on the
of
thing, wasn't it?
Oh, Violet. Oh, okay, Violet.
But if you guys think that I'm boring or whatever,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you don't have to watch right now.
Yeah, but there's nowhere to
Exactly.
go. But AJ, there's nowhere to
That's
go.
not-
And she's
that's not
everywhere.
her
She's
So
responsibility.
then, like, go do something else.
no, I'm addicted to
Holy
Girl World.
shit.
No, but listen, AJ.
And then look, see what I said about that violent person? Look what she's in there in the chat saying. And this was in this stream. I never said they were taking it over, but I did say Carrie is boring. Like she's not. She like this is the kind of stuff they were doing the whole night. But you claim to have all this respect for AJ, yet when she's on panel with somebody and having a good time, because you don't like them, you want to mess that up, and you think that that's being a good friend to AJ and respecting her. It's not.
She's literally on Husky's panel. She's on her panel. She's on your panel. She's in fucking Keldo's chat. She's in fucking what chat? She's
I'm in
everywhere.
Hussey's, I'm in Hussey.
Because she
She's
gets
everywhere.
invited
I'm
so
sick-
much.
I'm sick of it.
That's what you're doing too, but you're uninvited, and that's what Jessica's doing too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like,
fucking sick of
why
it,
would it
man.
matter? Why would it matter?
Because she's boring. Please, Carrie, go to
That's
bed.
really sad though that if I'm that boring that you're wasting your time doing.
Yeah, but I don't
12
have a
hours
choice
streams
because
about
you're
me.
everywhere. You're
If
like a
I'm so
spider.
boring, then why
Violet.
did you spend all of your time yesterday doing a stream about me?
Yeah, but I'm dragging you. That's different.
Okay, yeah, I'm so boring that you talked about me for like over 12 hours.
Yeah, but I can drag you though. I can drag you when
Yeah,
you're fucking boring on
Really
stream.
makes so much sense. If I'm that boring and you're doing shit like that, then what does that say about
Very.
you?
Carrie, are you
That
listening
means
to me?
your life must be really goddamn boring.
Carrie, can you hear me, Carrie?
No,
Can you hear me?
no.
You should probably actually start an ASMR.
Are you drunk?
thing.
Carrie,
You see how
Are you
you're
high?
boring.
Are you-
You're
what's
you're
going
not.
on?
having a back and forth with her, and you're like, you really should start an ASMR. Your voice is
Right.
great."
Exactly. And that, yeah. So anyway, that's just a taste. That's what I mean. If you, care about your friends and things like that, like you're not going to let people come up and start treating them like that. And just because she was like, "Oh, don't do that," but she wasn't really doing anything, and she just let her continue to keep being up there and doing all of it. So that's why we feel the way that we do. It's not like, um, it's not about trying to run her channel or tell her what to do. It's about literally if we're going to be there for our own, well-being, we're not going to be there when people like that are there, and like it's just not worth it to us. And if you care, if basically it's like it's not saying that you have to pick sides, but just understand that people like that are around. It's not about trying to control her as much as it's controlling our life and our boundaries, and we have the right to do that too.
Guys, she literally had 114 people. It went down to 14.
Right. Yep.
14. And she thinks people are there for her. And when I say 14, that includes me.
Yep. And
her
I think me.
moderators. Yeah, and probably you. If she had 10 people, Jessica, who was sniping.
Yep.
So she probably had about 9 people in there. All people that lie to you and say they like you. We like her. We love her content. Nope, they don't. They're there because I'm in there and Carrie's in there.
Yep.
And they're trolling you. Because you don't realize, I've had people text me and say they are making her into a cow.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen it myself. Not like the text, but I've like thing that they're doing. Like it's not hard, honestly, to figure to pick up on it when you're around them with her. And it's just like Hecate saying, "Oh no, I'm your friend. I'm in your." It's so fake and phony, and
it is. And she wasn't getting more than 20 people in a live stream. How do you think she got all those people? Because I was promoting her channel, and you promoted her channel. That's how she was getting for a very long time. Nobody even knew AJ.
Right. How often do you think Hecate has shouted her channel out and shit?
Right.
Never.
Right. See, that's what the thing is, AJ. People are not there for you, and this is the thing. Any platform you go to, they're not going to follow you. They're not. I'm not doing the podcast, honey. Nope, not doing it.
No, that would be like, how can you when this is the way it is? It's like, God, that would be such and then even more people will be coming after you because content. So you have to be even more on guard, and it would just it sucks the fun out of it. You know?
And you can't ignore the chat when they're literally spamming.
Right. No, you have to pay attention to the chat.
Right. But you know who might do the podcast? Greg.
I'm sure he would.
Greg might do it.
I bet he would.
I bet he would.
Desperate.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would. So she might just, hey, I mean, she brings him up, she might just do it.
To have the people that I had up on my panel. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes, they had no respect for you, and you just kept taking it. And then the next day, you take that same person that was doing that and bring them up and allow them to try to make a fool out of me. What part of this is confusing?
And just because somebody tells me, like, why is everybody treating me like this? Like
how?
Why don't you? Like, oh my God, AJ, why is everybody treating me like that? Who's mistreating you by asking you questions and like wanting you to like be what's the word that I'm looking for? Considerate of our feelings. It's not that we're telling you what to do or anything like that, but like, does it matter how it affects us? All of this to you? Does that matter at all? Probably not.
No, our feelings don't matter.
Doesn't seem like it. Start looking about how you're treating people as well, AJ. It's everything isn't all only about how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like the things that go on in your chat, the things that go on in your channel don't just affect you. Do you realize that? And it's not about somebody wanting to, make you do something you don't want to do. If that's what you want, then that's what you want. But own it and say that's odds and be done with it. But you're giving people mixed signals. That's the problem.
I've said that I don't have as much experience with navigating
Exactly,
certain
Lo.
areas.
Exactly, Lo. That's how I felt. That's how it made me feel when I watched it and the whole lead up to it. Here's the thing, AJ. You know how I know that you knew it was something that you shouldn't play that really bother me and make me look bad? Because it took you forever and a day to finally press play. You were conflicted about it because you knew it wasn't right. But you had Jessica in your ear and you're trying to impress those people. So even though you knew that, you did it anyway. And that was all I needed to know about where I stand with you as a friend. That told me, again, in words, you can say that you care about someone and love someone and all of that 20 million times a day, but your actions got to match that. And yours don't.
Here is the thing, AJ. Everybody gets it but you. That's why I don't understand why you pretend you don't get it.
I was gonna say, I think she does get it too. She's just acting like she
You
doesn't.
100% get it. At least 5 people that I know unsubscribed. The trolls leave you as soon as Jessica's
Right.
sniping you. People are in here, all of them agree. Like literally everybody understands. And you're like, I don't know what's going on, what?
Right.
Think about it. Why don't you take a couple of days and think about it
Right.
if it's that hard?
Being a streamer, right? So I was like, GP for one, he always has great advice. Okay. And Husky cares of
Right.
It's so great. Why don't you
fucking
listen
lot.
to the advice?
Right.
About he does.
What does she say? What?
But your action
Being a streamer, right? So I was like, GP for one, he always has great advice. Okay. He cares a fucking lot about he does. I try to keep my inner circle very fucking tight. Okay. I don't understand what the fucking.
That's not true. And what is
I
your
don't
inner
think so either.
circle?
Right.
Like you keep saying all this about inner circle, inner circle. These are your friends. But who you surround yourself, who you're giving your time and energy to, who you're, respecting, that's who your friends are.
And you know what, AJ? Your friends aren't even coming in your chat anymore. Your inner circle, you're pushing away and bringing in, they're infiltrating your chat. Monica doesn't even want to come on panels, she said, anymore. I'm not in there. Carrie's not in there. Danielle left.
A lot of people did.
He comes on panel, but he doesn't even engage. He'll just time a person out or whatever. Like Jack could hardly come in there. He's working. Like your tight knit group, they're not even in there. They're not. They can't handle it. Your tight knit group, you let being slandered and defamed. You allow them to be slandered and defamed in your chat. So if you don't care, why should we care?
Yep. Exactly. Be real. Because you know who you have kicked off before? Hussy. You didn't kick off Tragic.
Nope.
Like, you ended up kicking him.
Yep.
That's, again, actions speak louder than words. Yeah, you let literal strangers into your inner circle. Exactly. Exactly.
Issue is. Like you just told me today, Carrie, like, I mean, I'm just saying what you did say. You told me not to ask you if you were okay with something. You said that you shouldn't have to deal with something. If you don't want to come, like that's fine.
Then why are you?
And I literally like, and this isn't to put anybody on the spot. Like, I'm just saying though that I've literally like privated streams for people before.
Who?
Why do I care? I'm not fucking monetized. I don't give a fuck, you know?
Wow. Okay. But you
It's
do
just
care.
that they end up using that against me. They're like, now I'm not saying every stream that I privated, that's what it was. No. Some of them I did because yeah, my fucking channel.
Yeah, because you got porn bombed.
Exactly. Exactly, AJ. It's your fucking channel. So stop acting like you don't know what the fuck is going on here. It's your channel. When you did that tonight, when you played that video, you made the choice to do it. Own that. Can you at least do that? Own it. That you knew it was something that was going to make me look bad and you did it anyway. Not about like hiding the truth or this or that, but what good was that going to do ever in the situation? You knew I had already addressed it. You knew I had already apologized for it. Why do we need to play it again? So that Jessica Messica could be up there and laugh and make a fool out of me? You're not this dumb. You know what's up. Again, that's why it took you so long to play it. Because you knew deep down inside it was fucked up. It was fucked up for you to do that to me. Didn't know that.
I don't get it.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know why Alice Glitter was in here. Like, I have no idea. She didn't stay for very long, or at least from like her name didn't show up for very long. I asked her, I was like, "Why the fuck are you here?"
To fuck with you.
I don't like her. She doesn't like me. I don't like Bodega. I definitely do not like
just a little bit.
DC.
I do.
You're good. By the way, you don't like her, but honey, you will have her up in chat to in chat to derail you. You will have her on panel to derail everything and make a shit show. Like, this is all you do, honey. Okay, go ahead.
Someone, you wouldn't choose to be around them all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't keep on allowing them to have this much of a presence in your life. Because you don't have to. This isn't like you can make that choice. You're not making it for a reason because you want to talk to her.
Why did you leave in the first place? If you don't care to surround yourself with the same people.
Yes. I've been wondering that.
Why did you leave in the first place? They didn't take away. Listen, they did bother her and stuff like that, but now she's back acting the same damn way, and she don't give a damn. So why did you leave?
Good question.
Mm-hmm.
In a minute, if you want, we can go to switch over and go to the hers or whatever, so we can watch some of it from that one or whatever. You know what I mean? If you want to, or we can just
but isn't this
fresh garbage?
What?
This is the same, right? We're watching her react.
Well, yes. This is just yes.
Okay, then we're fine.
Okay, cool.
Bodega. Those are the people that I do not like. Okay?
I don't believe you.
I mean, I'm sure they're
how often you keep talking about it. Years over this crap. It sounds like, you cared a little bit to the point that you claim you were bullied off of here for 2 years. So that's what I don't understand. If that's true, why the fuck would you open yourself up to that shit again?
Okay, pause it. You're saying, we know where we are in the drama community. Why is everybody acting surprised? Like, this is what happens here. We shouldn't be all naive. Well, then why are you surprised when people are bullying you and coming after you? And why do you think that matters then? Your bullying is not acceptable, but us being bullied, we have to just sit and take it because we are in the drama community. But
Yeah,
you're
no.
making your whole channel about your story and how your voice was silenced. It's the drama community.
Yeah, no.
Take it. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good. That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, we're all in the fucking shit.
I'm not.
I don't know how somebody be like, well, I just like dipped my toe in
This
it.
is the part.
This part.
Like,
Mhm.
no, and I'm not saying you didn't accidentally like walk into something like not knowing like where you were. Okay,
I didn't walk into anything. I'm not playing dumb here. I'm not playing dumb. I didn't accidentally walk into there and have to deal with shit. I made the choice to because I was trying to be a friend to you. And then what happened? Literally, so the next night I go in there and Jessica Messica's up there and y'all are playing this video. I don't think that you're so dumb that you didn't know what you were doing.
Mhm. No, she's not.
Sorry, I'm not buying that. I think you wanted to impress Jessica Messica and some of these other dumbasses that are in there.
Mhm.
That's what I think. And I think that's more important to you than your friendship.
Yes. Clearly.
I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying like that's why like I try to be fair. Wow, you guys really were. Like,
How is what you did tonight fair? How is that fair? I mean, I'm sorry, but you're full of shit.
Mhm. It is a dumb move.
okay. This doesn't mean that things can't get resolved, but also, I mean, I didn't snipe you. I didn't go live and not tell you.
What does that
I
have
didn't
to do
do
with
any of that.
anything? What?
I didn't snipe her. The only one
No.
sniping you is Jessica, honey.
Yep. What the fuck does
And
sniping
I
have to
was
do with it?
having a good fucking time tonight.
Yeah. Well, who fucked that up? Wasn't me.
Exactly.
You guys are the ones that made the choice to go there. You didn't have to play it. You didn't have to play into what Jessica Messica was doing.
As soon as
And
I go up
Hussey
on
even
panel,
got up there and
as soon as I got up on panel, I started getting attacked and I was responding. I was having a good time too, but you
Yeah.
can't keep your chat in check.
yep.
Your chat. But you don't seem to understand it because this is some, I don't know.
Yeah. Or like she's willfully ignorant. Said to you, I wouldn't play it. So don't give me this bullshit that if the people in your inner circle tell you this or tell you that that's what you do. Because Hussey straight up said, don't play it. You did it anyway. And he literally left. Deal with that. And be a part of that. So don't act like, oh, I just didn't know. Nobody told me. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I watched it.
I even said, I'll go, you guys have me on Cloud 9.
I'm sorry.
Like it was awesome to talk about.
What's that, huh?
I'm sorry for ruining your stream. They had you on Cloud 9.
Oh God, I know. When
They
she's
had
like,
you on Cloud
give
9.
me a break.
Music, to talk about like art
Yeah,
and
well,
shit like that.
yeah, you should have kept it to that then instead of talking about me.
But this is the drama community. That's not what we do over here. Every fucking day is a
Right.
shit show. But today, last night, that was a shit show. When I got up on panel, you didn't want the drama. Meanwhile,
Mhm.
your title says gloves.
Right.
You know what that means, right? Gloves. You guys
Like-
know that means it's going to be a boxing.
Like gloves are off or whatever.
Mm.
Don't again. You're trying to blame me for the fact that you guys made some bullshit and started drama. If you had just been talking about that other shit, there wouldn't be an issue. But you didn't just do that.
Like it was great. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
That's what you guys have been doing. You guys sat there all night last night when she was
I
having
thought
a good
you had
time
so
and
much
did nothing
to
but talk
say,
shit.
AJ. You just said I have so much to say, but I'm going to wait. What do you mean?
Yep.
Yep.
Because you don't give a shit what she wants, what's best for her channel. You don't care. You're just in there to start shit. And at some point, though, AJ, you are an adult, and you're playing
was
into that
kind of
shit.
fun.
And like I feel like I have to take responsibility for it too, because I see myself now looking back at it, and I'm like, I was, all of this stuff with Jessica Messica and Hecate and all these different people that have channels, all these different content creators, and you want to try to be friends with everybody. You want to try to like whatever. I'm done.
I want to
I'm
what?
not trying to
No.
be friends with any of those people or anybody.
Whoa, whoa,
and I
whoa.
don't.
Just because I can talk to somebody doesn't mean they're in my inner circle, and doesn't mean that I don't know that you're a problem.
What? When did I say they aren't a part of your inner circle or like what? Let me go back. Did I mishear something? I have to take responsibility for it too, because I see myself now all of this stuff with Jessica Messica and Hecate and all these different people that have channels, all these different content creators, and you want to try to be friends with everybody. You want to try to like whatever. I'm done.
I want to what?
I'm not trying to
No.
be friends with any of those people or anybody.
Whoa.
And I don't.
Just because I can talk to somebody doesn't mean they're in my inner circle, and doesn't mean that I don't know that you're a problem. All right.
AJ,
We can agree
they don't want to talk to you. They left you when Jessica was sniping. You think you're making friends.
They're using you.
They are. You're so I don't know, excited about having a great conversation.
Right.
How come you couldn't have it yesterday? Why did you have to watch my video? What happened to all the great conversations? You had none. None, because nobody wants to conversate with you. You don't understand it. That's what I was trying to explain to you. Okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And everybody else was trying to explain the same damn thing. But you're going to learn the hard way, and then you're going to be crying.
Yep.
You're going to want me to feel sorry, and I'm not going to. Because this is when I feel sorry and I get shitted on.
Yep.
Okay?
Seems like it. Yep. Unfortunately.
I even said it last night. I said,
Who said that? What are you talking about? Hold on. She knows what the fuck I was getting caught up in all that too. I'm trying to be friends with any of those people or anybody.
Whoa.
And I don't.
Just because I can talk to somebody doesn't mean they're in my inner circle, and doesn't mean that.
You need to pay attention, AJ, to when you're doing these kind of things and you are watching a video, because you aren't listening. You were literally talking and saying something halfway through this and you missed what I said. And now you're thinking I said you can't be friends. No, I said me. It's not about you and who you can be. I was talking about me. I was speaking for myself.
I don't know that you're a problem. All right. We can agree on, I even said it last night. I said, because Azria, Hecate, whatever, she has a problem with fresh garbage, right? Okay. I have a problem with fresh garbage, and I felt like last night she did like a Freudian slip, right? So her and I, even though, like, I have said this over and over and over again, I don't know if anybody realizes this, but I have said over and over and over again that her and I do not agree on 99.9%, like, or, you know, 5, whatever, 0.5, 0.9, I don't know. Whatever. We don't know.
AJ, Hecate literally threatened to send people to my fucking house. Why would you give a fuck what she thinks? Why would you want to talk to someone who does stuff like that? Can you explain? And why, when you know that, would you think I would want to?
Actionable, AJ.
And then
That's
when you ask me, you're asking me right there in front of all of these people, to where if I say no, they're going to go, oh, look, she's too scared to panel with her. She's too scared of Hecate to panel and have her come up. Or if I would have said no, they would have said, oh, look, now she's controlling her channel and telling her who she. So I'm fucked either way at that point. And the fact that you needed to be told that after everything that's went down, really? I just really
Really?
wonder, what does somebody have to do that would be bad enough that you would say, nah, I'm not going to give this person another opportunity to come in here and do this shit? Is there anything that's bad enough for that? Because I don't get it.
You too, G Finger.
It's like you talk so much about all of this stuff that you've been put through, harassment and bullying, and then you sit there and watch people do it to somebody you claim is your friend, and you don't care. It's not even that you didn't do anything, you literally don't care. And when it's brought up, you're like, well, it's just words. Yeah, well, when Fresh Garbage called you mommy, that was just a word.
Right.
But look how you took it. Doesn't appear that it was just a word to you.
Agree on a lot of fucking shit, okay? But last night there was a common denominator because Fresh Garbage said something and I was like, excuse me. Okay? So cozying up, like, because I could say that you're cozying up to other people that aren't chill with me.
Who?
I didn't say that you
What did she say? Hold on.
She
That
said
you're cozying up to
people that aren't chill with her.
Who? Yeah, who?
Who?
other people that aren't chill with me.
Yeah, who?
I didn't. Don't put words in my mouth.
I don't know what is going on. I
Bullshit.
really don't.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
I was
Yeah, you
just
do,
kinda
AJ.
like, I don't,
Yeah, you do.
I don't know. I don't know.
Bullshit.
What I'm gonna
You
do.
know, you just don't
Yeah,
know what
we all
to
know
say.
that.
You'll find out. Hecate will tell you.
I said I was in my 30s.
I was getting caught up in all that too. You know, all of this stuff with Jessica Messica and Hecate and all these different people. You want to try to be friends with everybody. You want to try to, like, whatever. I'm done. I'm done trying to, like, be friends with any of those people or anybody. Like, and I don't want to be like, people can say whatever about a hug box or what. Yeah, you're right. You know what? It is, because I'm a grown adult and I'm not going to stay anywhere where I'm getting abused and treated like shit. I care about my own mental health and myself enough to get the fuck out of a situation like that.
Exactly.
Period. And I'm not going to have it in my community. Why? It's not just about me. It's about the audience. I don't want my audience to have to deal with that.
See you. Hi,
You know?
Charlene. Hi, Boo.
Wait,
And I
what?
especially wouldn't want my mods to have to be treated like that.
I said,
And that's why I told her, get on me. The audience. I'm not sure about my own, try to be.
what? Oh my gosh.
know
I
she
said
will.
if my mods are uncomfortable.
What's that?
I was saying hi to my favorite fatty, Miss Lou.
I miss
Maybe my
Lou.
second favorite fatty.
Oh, well.
Can be third. The third. Can be
They can time somebody out for forever that day. You don't have to see him again.
That's not
Okay.
true, AJ. The most 4 hours. Meaning that we time someone out and they're going to be back the next day doing the same shit, attacking us again. And while you're up there and you're not reading the chat, we're down and having to deal with it.
Yep, exactly.
All that is being asked of you is to be considerate of your mods. Is that hard? Again, if you don't want to do that and you don't want people doing anything, even when they have don't give out wrenches. You don't need mods then.
Right. If the moderator they're being, harassed.
That's what I said.
Then why give out a wrench?
Yep.
And AJ, you're entitled to your feelings, but I'm not going to speak to you as though you're a baby, because I do not believe I don't get it. No, I'm not. I don't buy that for one bit.
No.
So I'm just going to speak to you,
Yeah.
what I want.
Yeah.
Okay. 2, I was asking if I was asking you actually today earlier not to ask because of how that makes things look. And I said, gotcha, understood. So I'll know then if you're cool and you're chill, and you're there, then I won't ask you that because, damned if you do, damned if you don't, kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, AJ. And tonight, I put that into action. And that's I wasn't comfortable. I didn't think that it was right. And I left. What part are you confused about?
I said if my mods are uncomfortable, they don't have to see somebody repeatedly say something. They can fucking boot them from that stream, dude.
Why not block them?
We can't. You want to, right. Try to whatever. We can't do that because you don't want people to block anyone. So we can't. All we can do is time people out, and for the most of that you can do that is 28 hours. Oh,
what happened?
Boo.
Oh, it popped up. It's back though.
Anyway,
so it was on mine.
It doesn't. We can't block people. You time them out. They'll be back the next day. I'm done. I'm done trying to be friends with any of those people or anybody and I don't want to be
you don't have
people
to
can say whatever about a hug box or what. Yeah, you're right. You know what? It is because I'm a grown adult and I'm not going to stay anywhere where I'm getting abused and treated like shit. I care about my own mental health and myself enough to get the fuck out of a situation like that.
Yep. Exactly.
Period. And I'm not going to have it in my community.
But you just told me earlier today that you were good. That's why you stayed.
I was good. What the problem is what happened tonight. Was good last night. I handled it fine.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I should have had to. You should have, people shouldn't have to be treated like that just to, come over and hang out with you and try to be on your panel. But again, that's clearly what's going to keep happening. And after tonight, I'm done. So I left. And said, take my wrench. I literally did exactly what I said I would do when I was uncomfortable.
And not to ask you if something bothered you because of how it could look. That's literally what just happened on the panel earlier on Hussy.
Man, you saying that she's dangerous here? She's always been a very shady person that you do not want to associate with unless you are, the bottom of the barrel. She is. And now she's going right back to those people. So she just proved that who she is. She proved who she is. AJ, people said that you played me. I'm not going to say you played me, but um, you're just showing who you really are. I'm not going to allow myself to get played. That's why I'm putting my foot down.
Okay. Oh. Oh my god.
Why? It's not just about me. It's about the audience. I don't want my audience to have to deal with that.
Hi,
You know?
Charlene. Hi, Boo.
And I especially wouldn't want my mods to have to be treated like that.
Thank
And that's
you.
why I told her to take my wrench, because it puts a target on me. And for what? She doesn't want anybody to ever do anything with it. You don't even need people to have wrenches in your chat.
Right. So then
What's the
if
point?
I don't really
You won't- you're not
want
gonna-
you to do anything, then why is it a big deal to have it? Like,
Not a big deal.
wait, which one is
Take
it?
it
If
away.
I don't really want
I don't understand what she's saying.
Let me go back a little bit.
because it's put.
today.
I literally did exactly what I said I would do when I was uncomfortable.
And not to ask you if something bothered you because of how it could look. That's literally what just happened on the panel earlier.
Yeah, I agree. And even for Carrie, it says, Huzzy, you're a good friend. You're a good friend. First, this seems unhealthy for you. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
just
agree.
unhealthy, and for all of us.
Yep. Yeah.
Hussy.
Unfortunately.
Today. Oh my gosh.
Why? It's not just about me. It's about the audience. I don't want my audience to have to deal with that.
Hi,
You know?
Charlene. Hi, Boo.
And I especially wouldn't want my mods to have to be treated like that.
Thank
And that's
you.
why I told her to take my wrench, because it puts a target on me. And for what? She doesn't want anybody to ever do anything with it. You don't even need people to have wrenches in your chat.
Right. So then
What's the
if
point?
I don't really
you're not
want
gonna-
you to do anything, then why is it a big deal to have it? Like, wait, which one is it? If I don't really want you to do anything,
It's a big deal because people that watch think that if somebody gets blocked, they're going to think I did it. It puts a target on my. And then I'm not even using it because I'm scared to do anything because you don't want people, you want this free speech, like free for all. Mm-hmm. So what's the point in having it?
AJ. What you are allowing in your chat, the people that you are allowing to come in there and behave the way they do, the trolling is just going to get bigger and bigger, and there's going to be no one left to mod for you because they are just not going to want to deal with it, and eventually your channel is just going to just poof.
Yep.
That's all it's going to happen, because you literally, the boundaries that you have, you don't even follow.
Right.
The moderators that want to do what they have to do, you don't want them to do it. You're just allowing the degenerates in there. That's all. And you're pushing away to be there for you. If you don't understand that, honey, I'm not going to dummy it down for you anymore. That's all I've been doing for 2 months. And you still don't get it.
Nope.
Monica has been trying to do it. GP has been trying to do it. But Carrie has been trying to do it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the people in the chat have been trying to do it. And you're like, I don't know what to do. I'm having a tough time understanding. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let Hecate explain it to you. Let Jessica. Oh, well, they can't because they're sniping you. Your friends that you have such great. You think that you're popular now online and people all want to come and speak to you, and you're not listening to your friends because you think that we don't have your best interest. So have fun. Have fun with the 14 people, and when half of them are your moderators and they don't want to be seen in Jessica's chat, it's probably as much as they want to go in there.
if that's the way it is. That's what.
Really. Like,
Right,
and
so
plus,
then
I
don't
just
have
changed my
mods.
fucking rules again. I made them more streamlined, I guess, until I figure out what the fuck else I want to add or subtract. I have a harder time when it comes to when something's especially done to me.
Bullshit.
It's harder for me to make
It wasn't
that
hard.
decision.
Why wasn't it when Hecate was dragging GP and calling him a predator? Why didn't you block her then?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nothing you say matches your actions, AJ. Absolutely nothing.
That's the biggest problem, in my opinion.
It's
Right
harder
there.
for me, but when it comes to somebody else, I will do what I have to do. Bullshit. Bullshit.
Mm-mm-mm.
About things, you know?
Oh.
Like, it's like, I'm not going to take out if like there are people that are being out of pocket to you, like, and you're not comfortable with it, then yeah, like, I'm gonna.
That's not true because Hussey literally said that tonight and you didn't listen. Like, I don't understand why. Like, oh my God, dude.
Especially like if it's geared toward you, yeah, you have a right to feel the way that you want to feel about that, right? I have a harder time to when something is done to me.
Bullshit.
I don't know. I haven't quite, because I think it's like I've already been through so much. So it's like, I mean, a lot of us have. Carrie's been through a lot. Like her husband, like, I mean, Hussey, GP, Jack, Monica, everybody's been through a fucking lot.
And you're not helping the situation.
Okay, but I have a hard time when it comes
You are
to
allowing
when something's directed
all of
towards
that
me.
to happen again. That's all.
And maybe that.
Mhm.
If people can't use them, then there really is no point.
Hi, Danielle.
Right, you don't.
But
need-
the other thing I want to say, and I was going to go live myself until I saw that you were going live. I'm kind of glad that you did. No. I'm glad that you did because I think that I'm doing better.
Thank
Like
you.
having what, hun? Or is that on the stream?
No, that's on the stream.
Anyway,
Because if you want to talk more, go ahead. I'm just.
I know that they mean well.
No, yeah, no, go ahead.
You
You vent
me
too.
No,
I want you to
I'm
vent
saying-
too.
No, I think you're getting it out for me too.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
But so I fucked up, and I said something that was probably hurtful to people, and I apologize. But I am not a racist. Period.
No,
and so I
I don't.
apologize.
I wouldn't say that at all. Like, and that's why I had your fucking back on that.
Oh, please.
Like, for real. I said, for one, it's 11 seconds. It could
If
be taken
you
out of
had my back
context.
on that,
And
AJ,
even if it's not,
Could
she
you pause
fucking
it?
said,
if you have respected my wishes when I told you, please do not play it.
Yeah,
Okay?
exactly.
That's what you should have
Exactly.
Because if I don't want to play it as a friend to carry, then you shouldn't want to play it as a friend to carry. It was already seen. Everybody saw it. She's not proud of it. And you are playing it on your channel. Oh, so when it's 11 seconds. I mean, how much is in 11 seconds? No, you shouldn't have played it. Okay? If people are talking or saying disgusting things or whatever, I'm not going to play it. Something that you are not, basically what I'm saying is something that you are not proud of, I'm not going to play it.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the way I would handle it.
sorry. Okay? People make mistakes. Sometimes we do things that we really fucking regret or that we didn't mean. Like, yes.
I agree.
You know, like, oh my.
Thank you, Storm, and thank you, Hussey. I hope people know that. I really do. It does bother me to think that somebody, might think that, but all I can do is tell the truth and take responsibility and hope people, see that
over 3 years, like one time, one slipping up before, you know, it wasn't even in anger or at anyone, not trying to justify it, but like, you know, yeah, no, I'm not racist at all.
I sat there and I had your fucking back about it.
Ah,
Okay.
Not really, did you? If you
Profusely
had
for
my
using that
back,
word.
if you had my back about it, AJ, you wouldn't have played it in the beginning. Okay? If you had my back, you wouldn't have played it. You knew that it was not going to be good for me.
exactly.
You knew what it was. You knew that I had already addressed it. You
AJ,
knew that
you're
I had
almost
already
40
apologized
years
for it.
old.
You knew all of that.
She's almost 40 years old and she's acting
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah. In acting, right?
You know
Like,
what, AJ? You know what, AJ? Maybe we should play the stuff that you were doing to Russ.
yeah.
Hmm?
I
I'll
have
have your
never seen
back.
it.
I'll have your back because you apologized. But why don't we bring that all back online?
Right.
Hmm?
And then I'll go, you know, have her come over on my channel and pull it up and you know,
Mhm.
go over it right in front of her.
Yeah. How about we do that, AJ? You want to do that? Let me know. Because I'll have Russ on panel and he can explain everything in detail, right? And you're
Mhm.
thick skinned.
Right, you should be able to handle it.
And we're going by your rules, sweetheart. This is how you feel. I'm going to agree with you, and I think we should do that. I think we should do that. And if you don't agree with it, you don't get it. If you say it's wrong, I'm going to say I just don't get it. I don't get it. I defended you, but I think everybody should see what
Everything.
you are ashamed of, and you're crying about your behavior, and you
Mhm.
apologized, right?
Mhm.
Maybe we should. Maybe we should. Maybe we should. I'll think about it. Go ahead.
Mhm. And I don't believe that you thought that Jessica Messica was in there and wanting to play it just because she wanted to be fair or whatever the hell you're trying to claim. She wanted, you know, that Jessica was doing nothing but dragging me last night. Now here she is with, what did you think? You didn't know that? You did. And you did it anyway. And that's what I have the problem with, AJ. So please don't twist it.
But I am not going to just sit back and let people call me a racist. I'm just not, because I'm not.
No,
I
and
care
you
about people
shouldn't.
a lot. A lot.
shouldn't.
Like to the point where I can't even be mean to people who are mean to me in other places. If they come around and they're being nice to me, it's literally like I have a hard time being mean to them, even knowing that. And
You don't say. You don't say. See, that we can agree on.
AJ, I'm going to tell you one thing. You caused those tears. She cried enough already. Okay? But in this particular incident, you
Mhm.
are responsible for that.
Yeah.
You are. You are. Because you are just dragging it even more.
Right. That was.
One more tear, another tear, right? That's what
Mhm.
you're doing. So I blame this on you. I'm
This
not
part.
blaming you anymore. This part, I blame it on you.
Yeah.
Yes. You know, it would have probably made a huge. You know what? I'm not going to play it. Since you've seen it, Jessica, and everybody has seen it, I'm just not going to play it. What would have
Yeah.
happened? It would have been less drama on your channel. And
They could have even dropped the link and told people, here, if you want to see it, go see it, and didn't have to play it. Like it it was clear that it was Jessica, you know, trying to embarrass me or whatever. And I find it hard to believe that AJ didn't catch on to that and didn't know that that's what was going on. I feel like, and then even if she didn't, let's just say, when you spoke up
Mhm.
and said, please don't play it, that should have been enough for her to be like, oh, okay, this isn't a good idea.
Yeah. So basically, Jessica's whole mission online is to just try to make Carrie cry more. And AJ, you knew that and you still allowed it and you participated in it. And you're part of it. I said I was on your side. I don't get
Right.
it.
Right.
No, you're not. You listened to Jessica, but you didn't listen to me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Right.
Like, yeah, I know. I can relate to that a lot. Like, oh my gosh, I just said.
AJ, it's starting to actually piss me off because you're trying. Oh, you're just trying to do that with these people. Be nice to them. Do whatever you want. The problem I had with what went down tonight involved the things that were said and done in regards to me. Not that you were up there talking to someone. Talk to whoever the fuck you want to. I don't care. I didn't appreciate the topic of discussion.
Exactly.
I get it. I'm not asking you to be comfortable with something. But that's why I asked if you're okay. But then I was told not to ask if you're okay. Like, okay. Yes, the address here is fucking drama, right? We all dipped our toes in. All right.
Then why the fuck
Maybe
are
you can be
crying for
involved
the
in this
past
community.
4 months? You crying?
Exactly.
Why should people feel sorry for you? You're in
Right.
the fucking drama community.
Yeah. I mean, and again, she's downplaying it, you know, and making like, oh, this isn't a big deal. It's just words and this and that, the way that people are. But when it's been done to her, that it's not the same story. It's not the same story. Someone does it to her, and that's not right. I mean, it's selfish, is what it is. But
She must like this 100% because, for example, when they called you a scammer in the chat, you did
Mhm.
not even address that in your chat. Like you did
No.
not even, right? But when they literally say she's not Mongolian, she cries about it and she addresses it. So who's thin skinned?
Right. Exactly.
Hey,
And drama and not do shit like, hey, Wafters, good to see you. AJ. It's not a given. It's not something that has to come along with it.
Maybe we didn't know who was doing what, like, or
Like
how.
I literally have this and do this on my channel every day and don't have a problem with it. Hussy does too. It's possible for you as well, AJ. You're doing this and all this that's going on is because that's what you want to be doing. This is what you want. I really do think this is what, and I don't know. Like you said, I wouldn't have thought it, but I do think that maybe there is something to the whole like that she's getting off kind of on the attention, even though it's negative.
She is.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting.
She's always wanted attention in this negative way, whether it was going after people, talking negative into people, surrounding herself with the negative people. It was always this. She hasn't, this is who AJ is. She's always been this way. 2 years offline, she was sorry for who she was, and now she's back hanging around with the same type of people. This is who she is. That's why I never liked her before. I never liked AJ because she would always come after me hard. When she got kicked out, then she was all apologetic and stuff like that. But no, now you're doing the same damn thing. You're doing literally the same damn thing.
Yep.
Because now you're bringing me to tears. Carry the tears.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And that's why I am distancing myself. Okay?
Right.
Because that's not why I come online. I'm not going to surround myself with people that make me upset, make me emotional. I don't have to wait to get doxxed to leave or be called a predator to leave. That's where I draw the line. Okay? And we're not the ones thin skinned. We've been through a hell of a lot, and you don't see us leaving. Okay? Now, if you left the internet for reasons that you say you did, I would imagine when you come back, you would not engage in those same damn things. But that's exactly what you're doing.
Yep.
And then you're like, well, I was trying to segue.
Right.
Break. You still haven't segued yet.
No.
We've been trying to
That's
make
what's
you
pissing.
segue. Go ahead.
Right. No. Yeah. Me off that you're playing dumb about it. There, they wouldn't be there, and you wouldn't be bringing them up. You don't see them in my chats and shit.
No,
You don't see them in Hussies.
Carrie,
You don't see
Carrie,
any.
at this point, she's playing us. If
Yeah.
we continue to baby her and stuff like that, she's 100% playing us. And I'm not gonna kiss her ass.
No.
I'm literally putting I took a wrench away last night. I'm literally putting my foot down. You're playing us. You're the same AJ that showing her colors, true colors again now. That's what you're doing.
So I know we don't have how much time do we have left?
15 minutes, and then my housekeeper is going to come. But you know what? We can continue. We can play it until 2:00, and then when I stream again next time, which will probably be Sunday,
yeah,
I have Wafters on too if he wants to come on.
Ooh, Wafters, that would be fun.
And if any of my moderators want to come up too,
yeah,
you guys can come up too. We can make it, group thing on the Sunday.
Yeah, that would be fun. Yeah.
I would like my moderators to come up more.
Do you
not David?
do you care? Since we don't have too much, I'm just curious about what happened when other people showed up and she brought them on panel because I haven't seen that part.
Yeah, we can watch it fully on Sunday, but yeah, we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's
remember
the hour and 48-minute mark.
Hour 48. Okay.
I can remember that 1:48. All right, and it looks like right here, not far, is where somebody pops on.
I don't know.
Okay.
She's been,
oh, it was you.
She's been very kind.
Okay. No, I'm just curious. That's all.
I don't I like to keep things pretty tight. You know that, especially from the stuff that I've learned. I like to keep things pretty tight. But yeah, I was thinking about adding Violet. You know how when shit gets stressful, we turn it up to 10 to help you relax. You're so sweet, Violet. Do you recognize her PFP now?
I mean,
and I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
Oh, this is about the Violet person. Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh yeah, the DM. Here, hold on. Let me pull up.
Do you hear? So the DMs. No, I want to see it. The DMs between Woti and Hecate got leaked, and she's toxic as fuck.
Which we knew, but there were a couple of things that were said that were kind of weird. So obviously at one point she threatens to send people to my house or whatever, but there is another thing that she said here. Hold on. And I can show it at the end. This real quick. There you go. Pop that up there. Yeah, and if you didn't see, Keldoge did a dramatic reading of these, and it was very good. Very good. Here, I'll give you a little taste. I'll give y'all a little taste of it so you can go watch it.
But if you want to start that fucking shit, let's go. Who sent it? Marina? Told y'all what? Oh, no, dude. Man, it would really suck if Marina was watching the
Marina?
stream right
Who's
now.
Marina?
Your friend is throwing you under the bus.
Marina is somebody that's in Hekate's
Okay.
like community, yeah.
Oh, excuse me. She actually said, told, what? Azria, stop and have a conversation with me. Man, what the fuck kind of fucking post is that? Told y'all what? Azria, stop and have a conversation with me. Did you see me call you a fucking... It was Cropped who sent it, Marie. Holy fuck, dude. Okay.
See, it's
I'm
just
so
like
sorry.
so much. She's
Thing
just
is not
screaming like
about
the
Videl
whole, all of her. It's just all so unhinged.
thing, and you
The stuff she
explained it
says.
was farms. I'm just saying as an example. Man, fuck Videl. Stop giving me advice. Yes, I look through and I generally scroll past the ones about you. I'm doing what the fuck, mama. Or wait, hold on. I'm doing what the fuck I'ma do, and before I ever do, you don't even know me, Lamau. I don't like this one. There we go. And I haven't been telling you because you asked not to, and I want to respect your boundaries. This is light work. I don't give a fuck. I didn't say I do know you. I know you're not in a good place at the moment. I'm not mad about the fucking docs. I'm mad at you for not caring. Caring about your docs? No, bro. Zach and Will. Fuck the docs. The fuck? I don't care about that more than I think you get. Or I do care about that, excuse me, more than I think you get. Bro, have you asked yourself why docs is just that? A great G mom and daughter because they know who the fuck my family is? I don't give a fuck about this. The point is a bitch want to try me and talk shit in Gary's Discord, and Gary knows. Azria, is this about the interview or that you think they are doxing you in Carrie's Discord? That's why I'm confused. Who sent you that screenshot? I'll tell you when you calm down and have an adult conversation with me. It's kind of ridiculous for you to act the way you do and act like the victims cause no one knows what's going on. You think I'm the only one talking? I'm just telling you to your face. I'm not trying to act like a victim. I was just trying to grow my channel back up because I've been neglecting my own channel to help everyone else. I don't fuck around when it comes to kids. Anyone exploiting kids or co-signing is getting this motherfucking energy. I don't give a fuck. Okay, that's fine. I'm not trying to play victim. I'm annoyed because it feels like I'm trying to help people and you guys just ignore it. People, help your cunt friend Carrie and your racist piece of shit edgelord friend TJ stop exploiting kids. That's what you need to help.
So
Willis
as you
kid,
can see, she goes on and on and on and on and on. But at one point she says the very strange. Let's see. This is all the way at the end. Let's see. I think that they put him back up here.
Oh my god.
Here.
You know who I mean? It sucks when you go into other people's chats and someone is taking notes on what you say and then chat feel it's mean.
Okay. Or OMG. Okay, I'll use Carrie like she's LGBTQ then.
What?
Yeah. And then apparently that's some kind of like it's like a saying, and like I guess it refers to like you know, grape. Now, I don't know that for sure that was what was being talked about over in Keldoge. Somebody was telling us that because Keldoge didn't know what this meant either. I was just as confused. But apparently it means like that she's gonna have sex with me or something. That's
Oh,
what that
no.
people were saying. Yeah, but I
Damn,
don't. It's like a slang or like I don't know what the fuck that's like. Okay, I'll use Carrie like she's LGBTQ then. Weird.
Who the fuck
She
said that?
threatened to. Lo says she threatened to fuck AK's daddy.
Oh, we don't talk about that.
Oh my bad.
Yeah.
Like it's just a weird thing. She's, and it's just the whole thing is weird that and she just keeps talking about being worried where the kids are and stuff, and it's like, dude, they're safe. I don't know where she's getting that from. Like, they're not with Shani and Rev. They're with the foster family, and they're safe. So why is she so worried about that? It's just, it's open to interpretations, but in my opinion, it's relatively clear. So it is that what it meant then? What I said, or am I reading into it too much? So apparently, talking to your adding to stream and attack all
Okay,
night
then, hold
makes
on.
you a tad angry.
So apparently, into your editors. Huh?
To stream and attack all night makes you a tad angry. Yeah, I guess that's what. She's always angry though. I mean, always angry.
Think Woti will ever speak to her again?
I don't know. Good question. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I would after the way that she's treated him.
I mean, if he don't want to speak to me because I said that he talked about me the next day, I apologized. I said I was wrong, and he didn't even tolerate me for a day. He's sure as hell tolerating a lot from her. It's just
Yeah.
weird to me.
Yeah. By the way, guys, for anybody that wants to be able to go and watch this whole stream so you
Mhm.
can get everything, I just dropped the link to the stream in the chat.
Yeah, put
And
your channel, right?
this is Keldoja's channel. I'm
Okay,
going to
drop
drop
your
their
channel
link.
too.
And you want me to drop mine
Yes,
too?
please.
Okay, let me grab mine as well.
You don't ever have to wait for me to tell you to do that.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
Oh, no.
I do. I
Alright.
appreciate it. You have a couple things to do, and then what's the plan? You're gonna
I got
do the
another
cooking thing?
I got another 5 minutes until my housekeeper comes. So he comes. He's gonna leave probably in a few hours. I'm gonna make. It's called. What is it called? Frido, I think. It's a Mexican soup, and
Ooh.
I'm going to make that. And then I'm David. You shut up, bitch.
Right?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna do a pre-party show tonight. I'm gonna do an unboxing of my fragrance. Thank you.
Yes.
But Carrie,
That's
he
be
sent me
fun.
so many things.
Oh, that's
Can't even
awesome.
tell you. It was so sweet. And here I am. The box is sitting in my living room for almost 2 days. I didn't open it because I thought it was the stuff I ordered from Amazon. So I'm like, I don't feel like going through it. And then Jeff, like, did you get the box yet? I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so
Oh,
like he's probably him. So I ran
oh,
like, so I opened it up, and it was just one nice thing after another, and there's a lot.
oh.
Yeah, he's
He's so sweet.
he's sweet. His boyfriend Christopher is sweet. They're really, really good people. And this is what I like. I can never have someone come on panel and attempt to drag him.
No.
I just will not do that.
Right? You wouldn't, it would bother you. You would feel weird, like it would be uncomfortable. It would be a whole thing. I don't know how you would not know, you know, that like would make your friend feel bad.
You too.
Okay, Skelter.
I know it's she plays stupid, and I'm just not putting up with it. I'm not going to deal with it, and it's a lot. Being friends with her, was really easy and fun when she's not online. It's not easy. Nothing is easy about it. Explaining the same thing over again to you, AJ, 20 times online, and then you want to do it 20 times behind the scenes. And then when I come in chat, I constantly get bullied and I can't block these people. It's not easy being friends with you.
Right.
I thought you
It
were
shouldn't
old
be
enough
so
to,
hard.
it shouldn't be so hard. You're old enough to understand these things. But I'm going to take your apologize to Russ, or not take your side. I'm going to defend you and say, well, at least she apologized. But I think
Right?
people should see what you have done. I have done a lot of things online that I'm not proud of and I've apologized for, but I wouldn't expect you to show them.
No.
Like, are you that desperate for content? It seems like you're desperate for content.
Yeah. It does seem a bit desperate
Right?
in a lot of
Allowing like this a total stranger to come online, and I told her he's derailing your chat, he's a troll. I don't know, this was last week or something. And she's like, well, we're having a good conversation. He ended up like being a troll. So, like, you see, why are you allowing degenerates up? Why are you giving strangers a wrench that you don't even know? So it's crazy to me. None of this makes sense. None of it. And
No.
then she's like, I don't understand these people. Well, we're the adds up to 3. With us?
Mm-mm.
So what is your schedule?
I am going to get off here, go take a shower. Michael actually is off today, so I'm
Yeah.
not yeah, and I'm not 100% sure what we're gonna do, but I will be around. Maybe me and him will do a stream later or something together. Just
Oh, just
depends
so
on
you know, whatchamacallit's live stream yesterday, Jessica's, and he gifted
yeah.
5 memberships.
Oh, of course.
Great job, Los Cal.
Yeah, he's a real good guy.
Another one that doesn't give a shit about Jessica. You're just there because you hate the same people.
Oh yeah, he was in Hecate's. He was, you know, they're all that. I'm telling you that they'll be in AJ's too.
David said nobody cares. Now it. Well, enjoy the day with Michael. Thank
I
you so much for
will.
coming
I
on. So
will.
we stopped at 1 hour and 48 minutes.
There,
So we're
so
gonna
we can
watch
go
that.
back to that later
We can go back.
tomorrow or whenever
I'll probably
Sunday.
see him again Sunday because I'm gonna go out.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming on. I love you, and
Thank
just
you for
stay
having
strong and
me.
fuck these bullies.
I will. Love you too,
Love
hun.
you too.
See you
Okay.
later.
All right, hon.
Bye, y'all.
All right, you guys. Thank you for coming. Go check out Carrie's channel. She's gonna be streaming later with her hubby, and I have to take away Andre Marie's. Andre Marie, I'm really hurt. I gotta tell you, um, I really did like you, and I didn't think we had a problem. We've spoken online since the situation, and I've been nothing but nice to you. And you deserve the respect. You want the wrench to be taken away. I'm going to take it away, but um, again, I don't have to make sense of everything. I'm not going to sit things out and try to, you know, do all of that. It is what it is. But my moderators are very special to me, and they deserve respect. And I thought, well, everybody deserves respect, but I thought I treated her the best way I could. I really did. I didn't think I said anything that would hurt her feelings. And I said, your feelings are valid. Carrie's feelings. I don't know what more I have to do. My point is, the moderators, I'm not taking sides. You guys have the right to speak your truth and speak and say whatever you want. People that are not moderators right now No, you're not allowed to go after my moderators. You are just not. And that's just the way I run my channel. But other people, I don't know. It just seems like no matter what you do, somebody's always getting hurt. Huzzy, it has nothing to do with you. That's okay. All right, hon. I'm glad you said that, Andre. That makes me feel a little better because honestly, I like you very much. I honestly like you very much. I don't know if you remember this, Andre. I gave you a wrench pretty quickly. Do that. But I know you come in my chat all the time. You have a right not to like Carrie. Carrie has the right not to like you. I don't know what that has to do with me. I never took your wrench away. Now you don't have it. I guess you didn't want it. But I never took your wrench away. And if you remember the email that I sent you, and I'm not gonna read your, but I'm gonna just let everybody know. I haven't even read it to Carrie, to be honest with you. But I'm just going to read what I said when I find it. Just to everybody to know that I'm not taking sides when it comes to, I can't even find the damn thing. September. When did this happen? I'm not gonna read yours, Andre. I'm not gonna do that. But if you really want me to, I will. You didn't say anything. She didn't say anything that was terrible. I don't recall. She didn't. She just said, where the hell is it? You see, this is why. Hold on. She basically said she doesn't want to be policed. Hold on, guys. On to the nine. Damn, when did this happen, Andre? I can't even find you in here. And I know I didn't delete it. No, I didn't. I did not. I can't find it. I'll find it later and I'll read it. It's not a big deal. But again, everybody has a right to their feelings. Everybody has a right to their opinion. And I'm not dismissing the way you feel or anyone's feeling. So anyway, you guys have a great weekend. I will be on later cooking, and I will be on later this evening, and we will be doing a pre-party show. I would say 9:15. Okay? Always remember to love yourself. Ain't nobody better, and be what you is regardless. And always remember, Huzzy love you. Bye.